General tried on, but they're going to lose Roshan here.
Roshan has fallen to the ring.
I think that's just GG, honestly. Like, no buyback on the lifestealer, you get Refresher Shard on the DP, and Cheese, so 2 extra.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
I can't see it. It's not too bad. I don't know. I feel like you want something a bit more beefy. You just want to chase out Fnatic because otherwise the clock catches out the Pugna. What can you do? You just die.
I'm a bit intrigued actually when they ban that Pugna. I mean, sure, that's one of Liquid's most comfortable heroes and everything, but Clockwork and Disruptor traditionally are quite good versus that Pugna. Like,
absolutely.
Clockwork closes the gap on you. Battery Salt is devastating.
Yeah, it's not one of those heroes you can stand there life dragging and laughing at. It's just like Battery Salt every whatever seconds.
Same kind of thing with the Disruptor. You're always going to be able to lock that Pugna down because Pugna won't get BKB till way later in the game. But they do take it out. It makes sense. You're versus Liquid, right? Like, you take out the green heroes.
True. I mean, we had the tiny break it up a little bit. Back on the green. Oh, more green. Enchantress. Done as well. They're not caring about the Viper right now, which is kind of understandable. Clock, not the worst choice against Viper. If you can get close enough, you get the hook shot in, and you just distract Viper. You're usually doing your job.
I'm just curious. Did they ban out the Enchantress? We obviously already have the Rubik.
5 seconds
but for Liquid, you know, Ancient Separation 14.
Yeah, the AA is still available.
I think it's going to be.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Matchup. Always able to clear illusions, the automatic catch, and I think like this is also scary too because like if they did want to go for something like that AA, then they're limited on lockdown. So I don't think AA is an option. I think they need more catch to get this PL.
But if they have a Sand King, it's going to be position 5.
We've seen it done.
Yeah, it's possible.
It still could be. It could still be mind control.
Sure. Yes.
They've played the Sand King in the offlane. They used to do it a lot actually. Back at Genting, I think they were picking Earth Spirit Sand King a lot of times first too, and MC was playing it.
Ooh, that's a new one. First one of the tournament. What's the logic behind the Dazzle?
It's kind of weird. Like I can see the saves if you're really worried about getting trapped out by the Clockwork.
You got the armor?
Yeah, and the blade, like keep in mind, like we were saying about Clockwork wanting to rush a blade mail, if you're stuck in there and you've got a shallow grave, you're just gonna kill him. So it's not the worst choice. It is the type of sport we don't see that often anymore. We seem to have moved away from these kind of like save you last moment type supports, right? It's all about aggression.
It's like this hero that doesn't really provide you too much disable either. So the PL, there's only really the Rubik lockdown for that at the moment. But I think Dazzle, the nice thing is the weave is so powerful versus PL also because you know which one's that real PL. You can't dispel it.
True.
So you're going to always have that indicator of which the real PL is. And you're going to be able to like, you play around that unit of your gyrocopter, you throw the weave defensively, and if you do catch that PL, Fnatic actually can't really like play super aggressive versus. So it's, I mean, it's interesting. It's different, but it's probably something that he really wanted to play this time around.
I think that's a bigger thought than going for like, you know, usually when you see Dazzle, you think, oh, it's going to be a Huskar, it's going to be an Ursa, but it's like, I don't think that's the reason they're picking it here, because you could incorporate that, but when you've got Clockwork and Disrupt on the field already, these snowball heroes that work so well with Dazzle can easily get kited out, right? Like Ursa's a great choice, Huskar. Troll Warlord, potentially I could see in Entar.
I mean, the Huskar is a possibility, to be honest. PL is good versus Huskar, but the other three are not really the greatest.
Yeah, they get kind of shredded.
But I mean, Miracle's usually the big Huskar player for this team, so it would be bizarre for them that up. But yeah, Centaur.
I think in Kuro, like, I remember you used to like playing Ursa.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, but Ursa just feels like you get kited too hard this game. It's good against Centaur, but
not great versus PL though.
Remaining.
yeah, exactly.
Centaur, everybody normally craps on Centaur. About
He's
that
a
it's
weird
a creep, you know, you go in, you stun, you try to stun, you get a double edge, and then you're done, and then you're just a Centaur standing there, and your right click is not amazing. What makes Centaur nice here?
They've got really good chase, real good catch now coming in with this Centaur. With Phantom Lancer too, you'll always be able to slow people with your illusions with that Stampede and close the gap onto the gyro. And Fnatic, they have been playing it a bit more than other teams. Universe has played it in the past.
To ban.
It's
Quite a lot.
Beastmaster.
No, just to follow on what Fox said, it's kind of like I see Centaur on the lane as a similar Brewmaster effect, right? Where you just kind of hang around, want those level. Quick Stampede is great. And then when you get later to the game, I think like Centaur Ags is one of those kind of underrated ones that people are taking a lot more notice of right now. The freedom that gives you in these kind of engagements around tricky areas is great.
I think the Ags is something that's kind of fallen off though. It's gotten nerfed so many times around. I think for me, I look more like something like a Crimson Guard builder. And Centaur versus Gyro, if you get Crimson Guard, you can negate a lot of that damage that comes out.
That's a fair point. Yeah. I mean, Beastmaster, Liquid, trying to get a little bit more aggressive. I think this is kind of like what we're seeing here is Liquid saying we want to stack up and push earlier.
Yeah, and also it gives them Roche because their heroes don't hit Roche right now. It's also one of my control's like favorite heroes.
Alchemist ban.
Alchemist ban. Yeah.
Respecting it, you know? I mean, it's not the best. I don't think it's the best game for Alc. There's some okay-ish Ag, but I don't know. It would feel a little bit greedy here because I think Fnatic are going to try and pressure, especially with Clockwork.
What's the envy hero? 'Cause I'm assuming that's Abed on the PL since he's been playing it majority of the times for them.
See, Weaver didn't get banned out, but that feels a little bit greedy here. You know you're going to have to go Linkers first, which is usually accepted. But at the same time, like...
Picking Weaver into Rubik is always a little bit of an iffy one.
Yeah.
You just give him free Shikuchis.
Exactly, and that's
always
the
really painful. Yeah.
What's the possibility of Beastmaster not being offlane? Never mind.
Ooh.
There's a Dragon Knight.
Well, that's confirmed it. I mean, you could put Dragon Knight anywhere. That's kind of the beauty of the hero. But yeah, I would assume this is going to be a Beastmaster offlane, and then just give Dragon Knight safe lane.
I actually...
well, Dragon mid. Mid. There's things like this. It is awkward because you can still put the Gyro mid or safe lane, right? Like he fares well in both, but I do like giving Gyro a longer lane because you have the chase potential for the Rocket Barrage kills.
DK is just great versus PL. I think overall in like majority of instances of the game, you're gonna get your last hits in the mid lane. The damage reduction versus Phantom Lancer is always gonna be good, and if you do get those levels, you get the splash from level 12 and 18 ulti, so you can actually clear out the PL illusions and be that traditional carry. It looks like DK Gyro cores. It's always like safe, nice and safe.
You can actually push towers, which is something that Fnatic is not really going to be too great at this game so far. Anyway, they got a couple of seconds left to pick their last hero, their lone druid. Now they can push towers. Solve that problem.
I like that we're seeing a bit more lone druid recently. You know, their Helm of Dominator is the go-to build now. It's a hero that has felt missing for a long time, apart from that cheesy moment when we had the respawn talent and everyone was like, oh, this is great, look at this, you know, he's back up instantly. But I like, is it good or bad that I like to see a return to LD?
I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to actually win the game here? That's my question. Liquid or Fnatic, who do you choose?
I think the issue is, like, Fnatic, they have to get in and they have to get a quick entry kill, right? Like, because it feels like Liquid have a lot more sustainment in these fights. You know, the Dazzle, Dragon Knight's so stupidly tanky. And at the same time, Beastmaster with that attack speed on a Dragon Knight is going to clear out your PL illusion so quick.
Yeah,
so who do you go for?
I'm liking Liquids. I'm not the biggest fan of Dazzle usually, but I do really like Liquids, like their Tricore, Beastmaster, DK, Gyro. These heroes do fare quite well versus Phantom Lancer.
I would base my prediction purely on yesterday, and I think that Fnatic just looked a lot better than what Liquid did. So I would actually go for Fnatic on this.
That's unfair. We've got Heem playing a different hero. You know, it's not Ancient Apparition today.
Sure, it's not Ancient Apparition today. Let's find out who's going to get the game up here in this best of 3 series in the semifinals of the winners bracket with Capitalist and Blitz.
Fnatic, they've been trying to take a crack at that tier 1 for a little while now, and due to a recent loss to Na'Vi at GESC, they're kind of firmly stuck in that tier 2 category. Being able to take Liquid here, that's definitely a bigger fish to fry. Right, Blitz?
Did you hear what DJ said about this match? He said, like, it feels kind of bad Because if they win it,
Yeah.
you're beating Liquid without Miracle, and a lot of people... the thing about the Dota community is, like, your wins have to be, like, the cleanest of wins. And they have to go full strength, both teams. The stakes have to be on the line. They're fickle fans.
Yeah.
But if you lose, well, you lost to Liquid without Miracle.
That's why you just operate and don't give a damn what the fans think, right?
Just win for yourself.
Just win and be happy with it. And Fnatic,
30
have they drafted a
seconds to
winning lineup? Because Fog doesn't seem to think so. And I'm going to agree with him here. Gyrocopter, Dragonite, Beastmaster. There's nothing to hate about the cores of Team Liquid. Fnatic, meanwhile, a little bit more situational, say. Lone Druid doesn't always fit into these lineups. We've got a Centaur who's not had the best success rate in this meta either.
I think the mid matchup is the big one.
Okay.
Like this Phantom Lancer can just go insane. PL doesn't really get countered by Gyro. I know Gyro has Fly Cannon and people think of that as a clear, but at some point Phantom Lancer just gets a heart, and it's like a really difficult matchup for the Gyrocopter in the first.
Okay, what about the combination of clear of the Dragonite's AoE, the Gyrocopters, as well as like axes?
Still feels kind of meh.
Okay.
Like, I played DK against PL, but I think the big thing is how does Kuro do against Abed? You wouldn't know this, but Kuro has a lot of pride in his core.
Yep.
Like his support, I think he doesn't really care, but like he remembers what it was like to be a core.
He remembers what it's like to be on the Gosu Gamers list.
Yeah, that was his
carries.
thing. Like he always used to tell us when I was working with him, like what he was as a core. And none of us, we would just tell him like, "Shut up, old man." Like nobody cares.
but he was the one person on the team who really held on to that.
Yeah, everybody else didn't really have. I mean, these guys are pretty newer anyways to Dota.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that kind of legend unfolds because Abed is one of the premier mid laners, I think, in Dota right now.
Yeah,
very good player.
He seems to be doing all right so far, 6-0. So Kuro's doing okay. The side lanes definitely going to be quite interesting. We've got Heen's Dazzle backing up Mind Control's Beastmaster, trying to enable him in the laning phase. Meanwhile, DJ is going to be playing a Clockwork up at the top lane, kind of babysitting Universe's Centaur. Both the offlaners, I would say, need to have a strong laning phase, and they both have been given a support to enable them.
Yeah, not the easiest matchup for just the solo Centaur, so that's why he's going to get some help. Abed going to throw a lance at Kuro with the creep wave, just trying to harass him out a little bit. They're going to deny him under the tower.
Ooh, and missing out on the Breathe Fire.
Oh, he's missed all of them.
Oh, no.
Disaster.
This is one of those parts of being a core in that 1v1. Do you crumple after a mistake like that?
Oh, and he gets denied. This is a fun mid matchup to watch.
Yeah.
It's like old generation against.
Do you think naturally Dragonite is supposed to do just kind of even with the Phantom Lancer?
The thing is, the
oh, what a catch! GH! How'd he get snagged inside the cogs? He's going to be able to get the telekinesis onto the Centaur, so GH will be perfectly fine. A lot of mana blown for a Clockwork or no kill.
Until you get the Soul Ring, the DK doesn't love the matchup because the PL has a ton of base damage, and with Phantom Rush, you just spam it.
Yeah.
You get good harass. He has one of the better attack animations in the game, too. Look at the amount of base that he has right now. Pretty absurd.
Yeah, even with Breathe Fire on him, his attack damage is not too much lower than the Dragonite's.
The upside, though, is like, how does this bottom lane go? Beastmaster, one of the best lanes with the Dazzle.
Yeah.
It's very hard for this lane to die, and that's why Envy's pinging right now. He's like, yo, help me out.
Top lane. Oh, Abed just trying to get some more damage onto Kuro with the Breathe Fire down. Soul Ring finally up. Level 5 will be a big point for that Dragonite.
Highlight Eye just going to go for the pull. Understands that this lane is... It's not winnable in the traditional sense. You're not going to get killed.
Threatening him. Don't want to get hit by the hoof stomp here. So Matumba Man trying to keep his distance a little bit. Universe is not going to try and go for the stun. Telekinesis now laid down. Now he goes for the stomp. Rocket Barrage going to be tanked up. A lot of it by DJ, who throws down the cogs, trying to go for this kill. Matumba Man, Rocket Barrage is actually enough to threaten DJ's life and actually gets the kill. First blood goes to Matumba Man.
Doesn't even get hit by the cogs on the way out. Gets the salve off to DJ. a little bit ambitious there. I thought he was just going to trap him in and immediately start hitting the cogs and getting out.
Yeah.
But thought for a second that he could take that fight.
That is certainly not the case for... I'm not... Was he level 2 at the time? I think he might have been. Kuro, gonna be stuck. That is level 2 battery assault. That's gonna do a good amount of damage, but Kuro managed to get back to his creep wave. Mango pop by Abed is not enough to finish Kuro off.
Yeah, and he's got the 2 levels of the Dragon Blood with the Tango going and the Soul Ring. That's 20 HP a second. Should be just fine to come back into the lane, but that's gonna prompt DJ to go for it again. There's a ping. Kuro saying there might be somebody here. Asking his team potentially to prep for a TP. And if he goes to the low ground a little bit more, DJ inching forward right now. He's right there.
He's just going to be able to get right on top of him. Kuro did not expect this one, I don't think. Now the Cog's going to push him a little bit farther. DJ's looking to be able to go for the tower dive here. He's completely committed, and Abed will help him finish him off with Lance. Heen was just a little bit too late.
Yeah, and I think that's what the ping was for. But at the same time, DJ did such a good job of waiting till the last possible second. He just crept forward. Kuro had no vision on that area. The tower and the creeps help him deny the cogs, but it's just not enough.
Maybe if Heen was there to be able to get off the Shadow Wave, then all of a sudden it's a turnaround, and they actually kill the Clockwork rather than the Dragonite dying.
Yes, in this bottom lane.
Oh, Papa Shrine, that was a little early, GH. Tommy Man, still going to be able to get most of the benefit of that.
And Envy uses his bear as a courier. He's going to deliver some stuff to Pylite Die. Very nice of him to do. Envy is like turned into the ultimate supporting cast core nowadays. I really like it. It's kind of what's allowed Fnatic to transition into a better team.
Yeah.
I would be hesitant to say tier 1, but on that precipice at least. Very good team.
I totally agree. I thought they were going to make a better showing of themselves at GESC. It seemed like everything that was kind of being built up by the team were just major improvements through qualifiers and ready to hit those lands strong. But stumbled a little bit. See if they can follow through here at Corsair Dreamleague Season 9.
I think Pi was talking to people and saying that the problem with their team is they're a good team, but they're not so good that they don't just drop series to teams that they feel like they should beat, like Na'Vi. Although Na'Vi also steadily getting better. They good showing there. In this mid lane.
Another rotation of sorts. Okay, DJ's just going to run straight in through. They do have the Dazzle behind him with a double damage as well, but it still needs some extra help here from Kuro.
It's just going to be fine.
All right.
Way too much health. And he's in the creep wave.
Universe managed to get the hoof stop. The missile is going to follow through. Though they do have the Clockwork as well as the Disruptor here. Matubman going to try and stand and fight up against DJ, but there is a lot of creeps there to be able to tank up the Rocket Barrage, and DJ can manage to get into the trees, hiding away from the Flat Cannon as well as the Rocket Barrage. And apparently GH and Matubman are strong enough to stand behind this tower in a 2 versus 3.
And look at the rotation at bottom. They saw this with the ward. Kuro not invis at all. Envy should know about this 100% of the way through, and with no creep wave. He's just going to TP out.
Are they actually going to find Pylite Die? Look at these guys. They are going hunting right now. They found the Disruptor, pulled them away from the creep wave to make sure the Rocket Barrage gets its full damage out. Meanwhile, as you were saying, Kuro's rotation to bottom lane completely fails.
Envy started the TP, then he thinks the better of it and says there's nothing that Kuro does here anyways, which is then going to prompt Abed to play very aggressively in this mid lane. Heen going to be the beneficiary of a lot of this experience, but can't really stand toe-to-toe against the Phantom Lancer as few hits coming in. Abed for the chase. Heen's getting a little bit low, but we'll disengage and just farm the creeps instead.
Kuro, this is probably the most aggressive rotation I've seen from a Dragonite. It really feels like he's trying to force that push part of the Dragonite.
Yeah, can't really make anything happen at bottom.
He's going to get caught here. Dragon Form's not going to be much use of him here. Stuck inside the cogs, and again, DJ just seems to be the bane of Kuro's existence.
Yeah, Envy going to get the last hit on that, as he was completely forcing it. That was just him by himself, trying to make something happen. Matubman rotated down too, but unfortunately, Abed got the haste rune, and he's using it to try to kill Heen, but he's just going to grave and TP out. Abed, though, with an absolutely free game so far.
Yeah, this is... I mean, I was going to say it's not a good look for Liquid so far, but I guess somehow their laning phase is going well enough. They're actually a little bit up in net worth. Oh,
Kuro.
No. Kuro.
That
did not expect Pylite Die's Disruptor. DJ almost getting caught there, managed to get the roar out, but the Cogs protecting for the meanwhile, as well as TP's in. They're not able to go for this kill, and Eternal Envy, all he needs is a single ensnare onto Matubman, please,
Yeah, one more hit
Bear,
on this.
get it for him. He's trying to actually go for the Seder body block, but Matumbaman is fast enough. He's able to stay one step ahead of those creeps. Eternal Envy does not have the RNG, it seems, to be able to get that kill.
That is a faulty bear. Did not work as intended or sold.
Resummon. Get a new one.
And Liquid right now, they're firmly placed in the wedge of the net worth. The big difference coming from the fact that Universe hasn't been able to get anything. But the top 2 net worths in the game do belong to the side of Fnatic, as Abed once again getting aggressive on the Kuroki. Taking a lot of damage. Another Lance and the Phantom Rush forward.
Guro's going to have to turn around, manage to get off the stun. Gyrocopter is going to be here. Abed in some serious trouble now as the homing missile is going to try and chase him down. He's already popped the doppelganger, so he can't get away from this one. Oh, look at that. He's actually going to use the rush to get to the neutrals, to get to the high ground. Unfortunately, it's not enough time. He couldn't out-regen that homing missile damage and will still end up dead. It was a cute little play, though, from Abed.
Very cute play. But he went quite far away from the homing missile.
Yeah.
He took the absolute max amount of damage. That does go down. Fortunately for him is this bottom lane. They continue to pressure it, and that's why Fnatic playing very fast themselves. Evenly matched game, they are going to mirror and go for this top lane. Universe trying to pick up whatever he can. His game has been quite low down.
Yeah, what a difference between Universe and Mind Control right now. So enabled by the Dazzle, has actually taken his tier 1 tower, in part thanks to Kuro's rotation earlier. Centaur ultimate going off, trying to run down Kuro. The TPs are coming in fast. They need this Dazzle to be able to get here with the Shallow Grave, but not fast enough. Centaur is able to burst him down, and now Heen has been caught out by DJ. Read that TP rotation, but he managed to get off the Shallow Grave. Needs to be able to get away from DJ, but the Lance comes in at the last second. Shallow Grave falls, and that means the Dazzle will as well. All they get is that support, a 1-for-2 exchange to the favor of Fnatic.
Yeah, pretty much everyone from Liquid rotated in for that.
Meaning they lost their top tower at the same time from Eternal Envy.
As Universe, going to pick up a lot of this farm. He really needs his Blink Dagger if he's going to match the pace of this game. He's trying to get closer now, 1,300 gold.
Glimpse time?
Yep. That's
going to be able to grab GH. Mind Control, seeing if he can protect him, throwing out some axes. Black Cannon, actually, they're just going to go for the roar kill onto DJ. Look to Abed next. Doppelganger dodged the homing missile, though. He'll be okay with the Siege Wagon still alive. They feel comfortable going for this push a little bit longer. But now, Eternal Envy's Lone Druid is here. Pushing him back with that bear. Kuro tells his team, don't back out. Be brave.
They are bullying Kuro right now. He's only level 7. Barely ahead of GH right now in levels. Abed has had a much more successful game, almost level 10 on him.
Yeah, it feels like he was trying to play like, reminded me of his brief time on Liquid where he was playing Drow Ranger.
Yeah.
Where he, he was utilizing his position to tell the rest of the team, look, just follow me, we're taking these objectives, 1, 2, 3. And that's really not the hero that Dragon Knight is anymore. He actually farms a decent amount.
Yes, he does. And in this bottom lane, Pylai die. They're going to throw out the rocket first so they get vision of the glimpse. Going to bring it back.
Immediately going to be grabbed by the clockwork, but Matumbaman is here once again to be able to protect his allies. Mind Control is definitely taking enough to survive through this one. They actually just popped the Centaur ultimate to run away from this engagement. Homing missile still going to catch that disruptor. They're still in pursuit, Matumbaman, seeing if they can find somebody here. No such
luck. Look at Envy, though. He is completely ignoring Kuro and saying, I'm going to take this tower. He's been doing this for the past, minute. Kuroki even stunned the bear, but
he can't do anything to stop it. Trying to go for the deny, not even that much. Meanwhile, Matumbaman is grasping at straws here, trying to catch anybody from Fnatic, but they don't really have that hard initiation anymore.
Yeah, that was kind of sad. The Lone Druid just straight up acted as if he wasn't there.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Girls, notice me.
Exactly.
I'm the carry.
Oh, Matumbaman, though, trying to sandwich forward, but they're going to go for the mid-push themselves.
All right, well, apparently 2 can play that game. The Lone Druid is just going to be ignored. They're going to be able to take that tower. Good glimpse, but they need a stun. This time around, they'll get it. All right, they had so many stuns to catch Mind Control. He was not going to be able to TP out of that one. Oh, Abed jumped a little far forward there, but Liquid, not feeling comfortable with this engagement, will back away.
1 second until Universe.
Oh, there's nice a hook shot. Nice pickup by DJ. They're going to go for Matumbaman here. Centaur, meanwhile, grabbing the other one. Dazzle's not going to be able to get a Shallow Grave off. Matumbaman needs to get away from this bear, but Abed on hot pursuit. Another lands down. Doppelganger forward. Matumbaman trying to turn and fight. Not able to do so. Abed is just too damn big. Level 11 against Kuro's level 9 Dragon Knight. What was this? GH Actually got pulled back there by the Glimpse. Another pick off in Liquid. Crumbling right now.
Still a pretty close game. Only 1k up. That's the nature of them being able to take some towers early on. Universe is now starting to catch up, but GEH, that's really kept them afloat in this game. Like, he already has a Blink Dagger, something we didn't quite mention.
Oh, wow.
He has just been hitting creeps and Fade Bolting. He's looking around the map, he's seeing that his cores are not having the best game. He's like, I will take all the farm guys.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll carry you, Kuro, in the long run. But at least for the interim, his team, not that successful.
Yeah, they need to find some success because the game is going to change pretty rapidly. Fnatic are closing in on some big-time items. The Radiance for the Lone Druid is just another 1,800 gold away. That's massive, as well as the Diffusal Blade pickup from Abed. In fact, he's already got that in his stash right now, just needs it flown out to him. Those are big upgrades for this team, who is already contesting Liquid when it comes to these team fights. If they actually get these items in Liquid, don't manage to win the next couple of team fights, I fear they're just never going to be able to fight against Fnatic.
Yeah, this is going to be really fast pickup by Envy, who, believe it or not, like, has been such a stable core for this team. He has his moments, but you take the good with the bad with Envy.
Yeah, it certainly helps that I think that he is able to rely on kind of this harder carry in Abed a lot of times.
Yeah.
Just, like, I can be the aggressive Eternal Envy that I am and just, you know, make wild plays.
Oh, they're going to run into the curry here. Their entire team snipes it out, and that's going to prompt Envy maybe to go back. He gets stunned up by the Centaurs. Or does he?
Okay, Eternal Envy, you just saw your courier picked up. Please,
that is
not get ganked like this. Okay, gets a little bit of distance.
He is mega dead. Okay.
He has been such a stable core, Blitzdota.
Damn it, Envy. That was like the... Oh, all right, whatever.
What a commentator's curse that was.
He saw his courier die. I think he thought that they were just like, oh, well.
The smoke, you know, they popped and we're not going to be
He's
aggressive.
like, they're not going to go for this.
Yeah.
I'm clean. There's no way. But they get the kill anyways. I guess I jinxed it.
That's the thing, Envy. Liquid need to be aggressive right now. After all, look what's happening in the bottom lane. Abed is just really taking a tier 1 tower. He's got the backup of both Universe as well as DJ, ready to initiate as soon as anybody shows. And nobody can really TP either, because there is a Glimpse lying in wait.
Yeah, Matama Man, though, dragged the creep wave, trying to farm up everything at once. Might have the flank cannon up again.
Fake back. Little smoke action. GH becomes a little bit too far. Wrist hook shot. GH is going to be able to blink away, but Abed, he already managed to get the Phantom Rush onto GH, so he's going to run him down anyway. There goes the Centaur. Managed to get the stun as well, but they've already blown a lot, including the Static Storm, so Kuro is going to commit this TP in, and Mind Control's going to come in for the back line. See if he can catch something. It's going to be Pylite Die, spotted out in the trees. They do have... Whoa. Dragon Tail. All right, Mind Control didn't want to blow his Primal Roar to stop that TP, so he still has them. What a buyback.
And GH... And he goes for the buyback, thinking that's going to be a more prolonged fight, but everybody on the side of Fnatic smartly backing out. That is going to take his net worth quite a bit.
It's the way they backed out, too, because Mind Control was hidden in those trees that whole entire time. He thought he was going to be able to come in from behind and catch one of those big cores, but...
Then you force an engagement where Fnatic has to stay, and then the buyback's worth it. But Fnatic very smartly get out, read that situation perfectly, and now it's actually the Gyrocopter who... been the beneficiary of a lot of these stacks. Now, not doing bad at all in terms of net worth. Gonna stack this one more time for himself. Steal the Ancients that Fnatic had built up. They're gonna start pinging for this. Highlight not too happy that he was able to get out of there for free.
Liquid also checking out Roshan, but then again, so is DJ. He's making sure to keep ever vigilant eye on it with Rocket Flare. Not going to be that easy. Universe kind of jumping forward, seeing if he could spot somebody for a Glimpse target, but not the case here.
Radiance is finished, though. Envy gets it. Still reasonable timing with the Helm of Dom. 18 minutes in. Could have been a lot faster, though, if not for that death.
Yeah. Fnatic, they just keep picking on him. They're trying to go for the hook shot right now. Glimpse back. inside the tree, so the hookshot's not going to be able to land, but they still manage to get the Cogs to jump in for the Centaur, as well as the Static Storm. They've blown everything to be able to grab him, and there's still not quite enough. Kuro's going to be able to live through this one. The urn is not going to be enough either, but maybe a bear. Roar at him. Oh, stop that TP. Kuro is going to go down. Rocket Flare able to finish him off. Now the stop again, catching GH. Matumba Man, don't complete that TP, friend. That is a death trap, as you can see from Heen, who's surrounded by heroes. Fnatic, they're trying to give the kill to someone? They'll just give it a pile die. After all, he's had enough clutch glimpses so far. Immediate TP's down to the bottom lane. Mind Control is just going to commit to this one. Goes for the Roar, TP up, but the Centaur had the follow-up TP onto the Shrine. He surely did not expect that play. Fnatic, they are looking so hot right now. I love the way they played that so fast to be able to stop Mind Control at bottom.
Yeah, that was just play after play. They continue to move things forward. They knew that they were going to take the tower anyways. Didn't need every hero up there. But it was Liquid that overcommit to try to save Kuro. They brought in heroes one by one, then they just got picked apart. Fnatic brought the entire squad over to make that play happen. Envy came up from the bottom with the Savage Roar, catches them completely on guard. Really well done overall. And now this bear is quite farmed. Has 1,500 gold right after he bought the Radiance just a minute and a half ago.
4,000 gold lead for Fnatic. Just about to hit that 10k net worth mark on both the Phantom Lancer as well as the Lone Druid.
Yeah, they're scaling really nicely right now. Not really sure what the play is for Liquid. They want to try to go for these 5-mans. You can see that Kuro wants to anyways. When you're having this bad of a game as a core, usually you just tell your team, like, guys, let's try to make some kind of fight happen.
Yeah. Because farming won't really get you back into the game, right? It's just... need those big swings.
Yeah.
Ward immediately.
This is where you're going to be a little bit uncomfortable if you're not like a core main. You don't know the farm rotations. You don't know, maybe just experience-wise, where you're supposed to go with this.
Yeah.
Kuro.
He's having his farm being stolen out by a bear.
Pop the ult, find GH. Kill after kill going the way of Fnatic. Liquid have not found any sort of 5-man engagement so far.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This Lone Druid pickup is so good against this lineup. Because neither the Dragon Knight nor the Gyrocopter really can do much to threaten this hero. Or the bear itself, actually.
You could hear in the pregame talk, Envy said, there's nothing they can do against my hero.
Yeah.
Felt really confident about this pick.
Tier 2. It's going to fall. Mind Control's going to come forward with a Shadow Blade. He needs some really big plays here. Oh, this game's certainly not riding on Kuro's shoulders. Feels like he's been shut down enough by Fnatic. He's not going to be too much of a relevant core.
And credit to Fnatic. They are playing so well right now.
Yeah, they look hot.
Like, when Fnatic looks good, they look good.
You smoke up, trying to go towards Roshan, but Roshan is dying a little bit too quickly, and Liquid not realizing what's happening or not. Okay, they're maybe going to take the high ground here. Roshan dies. Are they still going to take the fight? They are. They're going to play on this high ground. Mind Control. Going to spot out all these heroes. Goes for the stun actually onto the Mind Control. They're actually going to try and finish off that bear real quickly, but they don't have enough damage. At least it's not coming hard and fast enough for Eternal Envy is going to be able to get a little bit more distance. Then go in and out. And he is actually just running outside the Roshan pit. And now Matumba Man has an Abed problem. Keeps on chasing him down with that doppelganger. Matumba Man has no TP out either. Going to be stomped up. Nice double stomp from Universe. Going to be able to catch Kuro as well, bringing him low with all the nukes. And Abed, he's just a cleanup crew at this point in time. Him and all his illusions take on all of Liquid. Heen, not even he can escape.
Very well done by Fnatic. They fought around the pit area so well. I don't know if the ops caught that, but Envy and Pylite Die just juked everyone. Just played around that pit area. Mind Control was desperately trying to get the last hit with the axes, unable to do so. They are just putting on a clinic right now.
Dire's top tower.
They just don't have enough damage. Abed picked up the Aegis, so understandable if that Mind Control goes for the Roar onto Eternal Envy. It's the only core they could really go for in that fight, but...
They commit for the 5-man because they were smoked up anyways.
Yeah.
They felt like they were in a position where maybe they catch them unawares if they can immediately blow up Envy. But Fnatic just played that fight beautifully.
Blends back, GH will be okay. That gets a telekinesis underneath the tier 4s onto Abed. Of course, he does have the Aegis. That's why Mind Control is going to go for the Roar on somebody else, and he finds the Centaur. Already down to half HP, but there goes that haste. All right, stolen out by GH. Maybe they can still chase something down, but Abed got to the low ground thanks to the doppelganger.
Yeah, they're desperately looking for something on the side of Liquid, but their Rax is going to get taken. Fnatic leaving the range barracks at 14 HP. Nobody getting the last hit on that, but seems irrelevant considering they did manage to grab the bigger one in the melee.
And it feels like, you know, I think it was a good idea when Final Tribe were running it at GESE against the Death Prophet, the Stampede being just a really good disengage against those ghosts. But here in this game, Fnatic are making the Centaur look a whole lot better.
Yeah. It is the issue is that his laning phase is a little bit rough, which we saw in both games. Like in this game, dies early twice, but didn't feel like it mattered because Universe was so active with the rest of his team. Now that he has the blink, he's just going around the map. They're picking up kills non-stop.
I think it also helped that they had a 4 position that could initiate early as well, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't all he needs is level 6.
Abed gonna run into Matama Man. Feels very confident here. The rest of his team coming in to back him up. Highlight Die on the low ground.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Trying to see what they can get.
Tower is under attack.
They catch Kuro again, and yes, they're gonna find him.
He has no BKB. GH turns around. Okay, maybe thinking about fighting this one, but this does not look like a good fight. Matama Man can't do nearly enough damage to threaten Abed's first life, let alone a second life. They're going to be able to go for more here. Pilot Die, Kinetic Field. Blink ahead by GH. Abed's just going to keep going. Into the base he goes. Glimpse back by Pilot Die. GH is now in the middle of no man's land. Apparently, Abed doesn't really care. He goes for Heen first. Now able to slow down Matama Man. BKB going to be forced out. That carry, not long for this world. Mind control, him either. Ultra kill for Abed and a GG from...
Give him the Rampage! Give him the Rampage! They're pinging for it! He wants it so bad! They're waiting! That was a... See, Universe is a good teammate. He had Ledge, didn't use it.
And he did the Centaur stun to celebrate with him.
He's like, this one's yours. By all means, you should take this. Fnatic with an emphatic victory. Very well done by them. Almost a kill a minute in this game. Set a blistering pace. They played all over the map. Denied Liquid at every single turn.
Absolutely. Do you think any of this was draft-based, or was this entirely on the early rotations that Fnatic set for themselves and just got a little bit of lead and rolled with it?
I think it was a pretty good amount of draft.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, don't discount how they played. They played very quick around the map. Regardless of, you know, no miracle or not, Liquid got completely outplayed here by Fnatic.
Yeah. Team like Fnatic, very comfortable with the Eternal Envy Lone Druid. 20,000 gold lead is what they end this game 1 with. Gotta feel confident going in game 2, but it is Liquid after all. So, Fnatic, gotta keep a level head here. Want to be able to move further into the Corsair Dream League Season 9 upper bracket. We're gonna take a break and be back with game 2.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Two heroes that are still in the pool comparatively to previous bans they had.
Team Liquid's
Yeah,
turn
I mean,
to
at this stage,
And these are the same bans again.
Instant pick gyro. They did not hit at all from that one.
Oh.
They're making, so with these bans, at least what this tells me is they want to give the gyro a better game. Because last one, gyro could have had a good game, but there's actually heroes that were quite good versus him. We were mentioning the PL, Lone Druid can be pretty decent, and then these supports. The Clockwork, you're able to tank a lot. That Clockwork ban, it tells me they want Matu to have a very big impact on this gyrocopter.
yeah, take the pressure off Kuro. You know, if he's not feeling too comfortable in the role, we're saying it's unfamiliar for him. And, you know, Matu, he's that type of guy that makes a lot of space. So that is kind of your hope here. And I do like the task from Fnatic. It kind of sets that kind of like similar Clockwork effect. Is that control early on? You get in, you can switch it into quick kills. It's nice against the gyro because it's one of those type heroes that breaks up and needs chase down.
Turn to pick.
DJ's been crushing it with this, and yeah, they just quick pick the PL into the gyro because of that matchup. As we've been mentioning so much, you have to be ahead on the gyro to deal with this PL. And we also said Abed's just been really spectacular on this hero lately.
I don't think we see a dazzle again this time. Like, I think it just didn't have the impact they're looking for. I think they need someone more aggressive, maybe someone who can capitalize. Maybe we'll stand like a witch doctor possibly. On the
I personally want more catch for the PL if they're gonna look at that, like straight up, like something like that Sanking. Heroes that can actually deal with this hero and give them more AoE.
Yeah, because it felt like at the end of the day, if Kira failed to get the levels.
Yeah, and there's the Sanking. I think that's a very ideal pick versus Phantom Lancer at like all stages of the game.
Maybe we see a Ruby 2 next for Liquid. I mean, GH has been playing this hero fantastically. Yeah, even when they lose, he does look quite strong. He finds good farm. And Sanking Rubik is just a classic combo. It's one of the, like, my thought process goes instantly there as soon as I see one or the other.
5 seconds remaining.
I heard Envy talk a little bit louder, trying to catch what he's saying. I heard GH having a lot of impact there, or at least a lot of talking time, I should say, into the draft. I always find it interesting because obviously, Kuro, it's a dictatorship. I think that they said from TI with input, but Kuro's word is law. So it's always interesting to hear who's trying to have a lot of input in the draft.
Yeah, it's always good to be open to hearing what people say, but you do need that definitive shot caller. And Omnia does get banned out by Fnatic. Oh, they get rid of the Lone Druid. I mean, it did cause them a lot of issues. I think the concern is if we can't shut down Envy, if we're forced to be somewhere else. We don't want to see a hero like Lone Druid or Weaver, these type of heroes where if you give Envy 10, 15 minutes, you can't stop him.
I think it's similar to the like what I was talking about with the gyro. They want Matu to have this very heavy impact, and Lone Druid is one of those that you can match very well versus this gyrocopter. Once you get your get these item timings, you're so durable, so tanky with this Dominator Radiance build. You don't really care too much about this gyro until like gyro gets like 4 slotted or something like that, and you're gonna have pretty good timing against that gyro with Lone Druid. You know, to force buildings and get ahead.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
They ban the Coddle.
You don't actually see Coddle get banned out too often, but
I mean versus GH, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. And the Pugnum response as well. What's this? Liquid banning out green heroes?
It's It's this Tusk, the Tusk +1, Tusk plus Pugna. We've seen that dual lane time and time again. How much pressure you can actually cause. We actually saw.
I'd actually just deal with this early in the draft. It works nicely.
Oh,
Willow.
Okay.
Getting more Willow today. It's, it's not a bad day of Willow.
But we had, like we said, we had banned a couple of times. But it's interesting to see him, or her, sorry. See her picked up a couple of times as well, because it just teaches us a lot more about how that hero can be played.
Yeah, I think I like seeing this hero personally because it gives you a lot of we need to learn about it. We don't know too much. And I mean, Willow versus Sanking the root is always going to be great. You'll define, and you have multiple stuns to lock down that Sanking. And there we go. Ian,
third game.
Yeah. There you go. They were successful with it before. 100% win rate on LAN here.
Yeah, works real well in combo with their 2 previous picks, the Spell Amp for the Sanking as well as the Gyrocopter.
So much mid-game presence, and it's not like you kind of ambush them more than anything. It's not something like a Dark Willow and get a roll off and then ruin your initiation. Sanking's going to jump from the side. If he gets a quick blink, fantastic. AA going to be super far back, ready to just Kobe it with the Ice Blast. I like this. A bit more old school. We don't actually see AA with Sanking as much because some people worried that AA doesn't have that impact. But obviously, the changes they made to chill and touch means it's very easy to run down the kills now.
There it is again.
I think for this time around with the Centaur, I think it's exactly the same as the last time when they picked it versus the Gyro. They want this hood, or this pipe / Crimson Guard carrier versus the spell damage that's coming out from Gyro, Sanking and AA in particular this game. Way to start fight as well.
Yeah, I mean, especially like the Willow, if you know she's not getting a lot of farm, it's still a hero that can have a lot of impact with positioning, so it's going to work very well from that end. It's also the case you don't want your PL running in too quick. It's like, guys, we can't get in with you in time. Just bear with us. I mean, Liquid...
This time they've got better tools to deal with the PL, because I think the PL was the big issue for me in the last game.
God, yes. He had a great lane. And, I mean, maybe Kira gets something a little bit more comfortable. I'm not sure about... Like, I go... Like, Kira is that type of hero I think of, player I think of, like Chaos Knight. It's not the worst choice here. I don't think you really want it too much against Centaur, because it's easy to just stop an initiation onto him, really.
They're taking their time.
I don't know, they could just add more to the big kind of wombo combo here, right? Like the
could go for something like Death Prophet this time around.
Yeah, still in the pool.
Still in the pool.
It's nice as well, because when you pick a Gyro, you want something that can stand at the front with him. Because if Gyro is just left alone, like, hey guys, I'm just going to tank everything for you. No, you're not. You haven't got enough health to do that.
I'm a little iffy about it, because PL can also be pretty good versus DP at the same time.
Yeah, once again, if Abed has a great lane.
Yeah, I think they want to double down, though. I really think they want to pick heroes that can just crush this PL. Like, I mean, we hear them even saying still Dragon Knight, just like last game, because, I mean, if the Dragon Knight does get online, you can be pretty good versus PL.
And I feel like they've got better gank for the mid lane.
Yeah, this time they can be more active with their supports.
Yeah. I'm just curious to see what Mind Control is going to play this game. I feel like he's going to have to play a bigger role. I'm sure he was doing okay on the Beastmaster, but I just think that they should prioritize him a little bit more in terms of tempo. Setting hero, Tidehunter.
They add to the combo.
Yeah, this is lots of team fight coming out, and still they're addressing this PL much more heavily this time around.
Yeah.
Great in general. Like Tide don't see him as much recently. It's just kind of like he came in. He's a weird hero. It kind of peaks in popularity and then down again week by week. But he's a dominant pick. It's hard to actually just completely shut out lane. And if you do, he just goes jungle. So, I mean, he's not the fastest jungler, but he can.
And at least now they're not locked into that Dragon Knight and that they have to have another hero that deals with the Phantom Lancer, and they have basically the freedom to choose what they're most comfortable with.
Fnatic's got last pick.
Yeah. I heard them say something about a Viper or a Razor.
I mean, I do like this thing. You know, we said like Gyro, he had a hard lane. So this kind of relieves some pressure. They've got great support for that mid lane. And I think they've got some flexibility in what they want to actually take in that mid this time. They will go first, so I still do quite like Death Prophet here. It's one of those safer picks.
Team Liquid.
There's an easy shutdown. At the same time, you could run the Gyro mid. I don't think you want to this game either. You just want to get it a few crucial items early on, then turn it into quick pushes.
They don't want to get brooded?
Yeah. I can understand that. The Centaur can somewhat deal with them, but your biggest concern is brood against PL.
And you never want to get last. You never want to deal with brood last pick when you've got very limited AoE and very limited heroes that can actually lane versus her.
Absolutely.
My control was getting very loud there.
He was.
In the draft.
Yeah, right.
I like listening to this.
Yeah, it's you know, I know that it's not done to get a microphone on the players during the draft, but it used to be done. A couple of tournaments, there were like...
It's kind of interesting, yeah.
I think there actually was a tournament where during the game, the casters would like quiet for a bit, and they went...
Columbus.
Yeah, and they went to like during a team fight, they went to listen to what the player said during a team fight. It was quite fascinating, actually.
Yeah, that's where Pi was actually renowned as one of like the best support players, if not the best player in the world at the time, because of his just map prowess. And you heard that a lot of the times when they would talk about when they would switch to the in-game.
Yeah, and it's something that you don't really notice when you're watching their game.
Oh, Timber.
So more ways to deal with that PL.
But we knew that they were going to pick that. Because that was said very loud.
They said it really loud. I didn't want to say it.
I didn't want to say that.
They all were talking about it. Yeah. Even before the Tidehunter pick, they were all talking about it.
Because I don't know how much we should talk about what they're saying and stuff. Because, you know, that is...
It is some inside,
It's inside information, but...
We don't want to betray their trust.
Exactly. And we also don't want, you know, any kind of lip reading from the side of Fnatic. You don't know if they can.
They might be very, very...
Because they can't hear us. And I'm happy with that.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah.
I like the Timber here, though. Like, they've got so much control in these fights, but the concern is they're going to have to get off to a great start, because Timber's one of those heroes that doesn't do well from behind.
And gets shut down by Spirit Vessel.
Yeah.
But if he gets ahead, he can get out of control real fast.
They don't have the craziest magic damage coming out on the side of Fnatic. Like, Willow provides a decent amount to you, but...
Who's playing the Timber?
Oh, Shaman.
That's a Shadow Shaman.
Core Willow?
Can we finally have
Willow.
it? You can see it there. Who's picking what?
Core Willow.
Oh, yeah, they just screwed around. They got Envy Shaman. It's got to be, right?
Envy Shaman or Envy Willow? Who's Willow? You can look at it. Look at the...
I mean, Pi is still Willow.
Yeah.
And Envy's playing Shadow Shaman, guys.
Like, a part of me wants to see this because it just feels so brilliantly clown. Like, you know, when was the last time you actually saw, like, Shaman core?
I mean, they've got a 4 protect, 1 for a PL, and this PL, there's a lot of picks to deal with this PL this time around. The Sanking, Timber, Tide.
I'm looking forward to Kira on the Timbersaw, though, because I remember, like, the old days, he loved playing Snowball type heroes.
So Pigeon, you were wrong so far. Who is going to take this?
That's mean. You're just calling him out still.
I'm gonna hide down.
No. You were wrong too. Don't worry. I'll get to you.
There
we go. We're wrong together.
So, but who's going to take this second game?
I think, like, I'm going to stick with Liquid because I like their lineup here.
The Shadow Shaman from Eternal Envy. I can tell.
Do we get 2 clips?
Fools! I'll go for Fnatic again, you know. Gonna keep my streak alive. I don't know if that's gonna be successful or not. But it's time to find out who goes to the top 3, who goes to the winners bracket finals here in game number 2 with Capitalist and Blitz.
You know, if you were thinking that I was going to open this intro and say, no, they actually did last second swap over and it's a Willow core, well, that's completely wrong. It is a Shadow Shaman, Eternal Envy Shadow Shaman, ladies and gentlemen. Blitz, what the hell is this?
I'm not sure. It's pretty cool, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think outside the box. I actually think this might work out.
You know what? Like, it's so crazy because their lineup is so similar to what they ran in game 1 until that just major right turn where all of a sudden it's a Shadow Shaman core. I mean, I guess it does have the pushing that Lone Druid gave you. That's the one tie I can see between those two heroes. But
the year is 2018 and Dota is like in its 14th year. Anybody can play anything.
All right.
There are no limits, only what we imagine, Austin.
There are definitely no limits to Eternal Envy's imagination, that's for sure. So they are going to try and put the Shadow Shaman away from the tri-lane. I was actually trying to listen to the comms as much as possible. Eternal Envy's a little hard to understand, but he did identify there was going to be a tri-lane, and they wanted to be able to dodge that. They didn't think that whatever their last pick here, which ended up being this weird Shadow Shaman pickup, could really stand up against that. Understandable.
Yeah, and look at this mid matchup as Kuro already getting aggressive onto Abed with the help of GH. He said, it wasn't my DK, but my Timber might be better.
And, I mean, Fog tackled this on the panel towards the very end of it. He was like, this is a 4 protect 1 around a Phantom Lancer, and Liquid's lineup is really adept at being able to deal with it. Not just because of the fact they have the Timbersaw matchup in mid, but they also have a lot of AoE coming out. Dark Willow going to die at bottom. So already First Blood being picked up by GH.
Keen AA. About to go 3-0. If you watch Matoma Man's, was it like his pregame interview where he's like, wonder if they're going to just ban Heen and we got to figure out what to do next.
I was asking Heen, I was like, is Kuro going to let you play anything other than Ancient Apparition? You know what he said? He was like, you know, Kuro always says, I always tell him like, oh, AA is a good hero here. And he always goes, maybe next time. But when it's Heen playing the support, that Kuro's all about it. Instant picks it up in the first one too.
Yeah, no problem. Kuro's a hypocrite for sure.
Another
And they make
stun.
the move.
Pilot Die does have Shadow Realm up this time around. Needs to be able to get through the trees, though. They're doing a great job at pressuring this Dark Willow hero right now.
Yeah, at the same time, Tidehunter, top lane, how's he doing? Looks like he is not doing the best, as Envy is leading the game right now when it comes to CS.
I mean, let's not forget, Shadow Shaman has really good starting damage, like incredibly high. He's at 80 damage already at level 2.
My question is, do you commit to like the all-in, you know, just go for the push?
Like all-in refresher, Aghanim.
Because right now he's got a Ring of Aquila booted up.
So you think this is going to be a battle shaman?
There is zero chance that this is a battle.
I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth.
Yeah,
He's going to be caught here, making his way through the brambles. Was okay, and he is going to be able to get to the safety of GH with a Burrow Strike. Now, they could still run him down. They have the movement speed advantage for Heen. It's just going to take a really long time for them to catch him. So Universe just gives up on it. He's like, screw it. I don't want to be out of lane for too long.
Oh,
right,
at the top.
GH with a little bit of double edge. You're right. They've caught the Tidehunter. Managed to get the Ice Shards on him, and Eternal Levy with the Shackles early pickup. Does a lot of damage. No, missile onto Centaur Warrunner, back over to the bottom lane where Universe is quite low, tries to go for the stop, unable to get away from that rocket barrage though.
Once again, his game being shut down a little bit. Does have a good amount of farm though, so won't be too sad about that death, and keeping 3 heroes up here is the prerogative right now for them, as Crow doing much better this time around in a favorable matchup.
Yeah, he's just able to right click the Phantom Lancer all day and get up those reactive armor stacks. Just free harassment non-stop.
Zero does not do that well against
coming in. Abed doesn't have any mana, nor does he. Oh, he actually has Magic Wand stacks, but he doesn't have Doppelganger, so he has no way to be able to dodge this one. But it looks like the HP he got off the Magic Wand is enough to tank through Kuro's nukes. Gonna go for another Timber Chain. Not pop the Whirling Death, though.
Realizes that Abed is not that easy of a pick-off, but the aggression is nice in any way, as Envy is now out of mana, not able to go on mind control. He's well aware of that, is now starting to press forward. Mind control taking advantage of the fact that it took quite a bit to kill him the first time around. Although now the Aquila is flying in.
Now you're about to behold the true power of Eternal MB Shadow Shaman, who loses his clarity.
Yeah, Dota's a crazy game. He lost that thing instantly. He really needed it too.
Yeah, he definitely needed it for all the Ether Shock harassment against mind control.
Quickly, Envy.
He's just doing battle right now. Ice Shard block in. Okay, that's a little bit. They also have Magic Wand up on Eternal Envy to give him a little bit more mana, but they wouldn't be able to kill him anyway.
DJ zoning him out, as Abed now near full HP.
BH popping out. Runs into Universe here. Hoof Stomp, double edge onto him. Pilot Die. They're going to try. He doesn't actually have the Brambles up, just the Shadow Realm. TJ's going to try and help him out with a snowball. Roll onto GH, and they'll be able to get that one kill. Now it's a question of whether or not Universe can get away. Magic Wand stacks. That's good enough. They're separating the Rocket Barrage. Pilot Die pops the Shadow Realm at the last second here. Gets maximum damage on a Matumba Man, and Fnatic managed to get away. No losses there. Full heal for the Centaur as well. So this defensive lane from Fnatic is going all right against the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, very well done by them with the kite. I misspoke, by the way, last game. The homing missile does same damage no matter what. They didn't change the tooltip for that, for whatever reason.
Yeah, the minimum damage.
Yeah, so that's on me.
I was going to correct you, but then I looked at the tooltip and I was like, wait, I could have swore it changed, and they just didn't change.
So I had the same thought, and then I read it.
Yeah.
I was like, Dota wouldn't lead me astray.
Pilot Die. Oh, Snowball. Oh, wait, he can't grab him because he's inside the Shadow Realm. So not able to dodge the Cold Feet still, though. They are able to kill the Ancient Apparition. Pilot Die. They still die as a result, though. The Cold Feet got him in the end. GH going to be able to get the double sum. Matumba Man closing in hot and fast with the Rocket Barrage. The Universe needs to get out of range of that one. Is able to do so, but the homing missile will snatch him up here, and he will end up going down. Abed actually making a rotation here. Going to try and run down GH with a Phantom Rush. Needs to get vision of him, though.
This is a huge commitment.
TP in from Pilot Die. They'll get that kill.
Abed making his way down, using a large portion of his mana just to get the kill on the support.
Do you think that was worth it for him?
I'm not certain. It's probably not that bad because Kuro can't really take the tower.
Yeah.
But
all he could do is just tank the tower and let the Siege Wagon do its harassment.
He's got 15 reactive armor charge. He doesn't care too much. SGH going to make his way all the way around.
So unless they bring a lot of heroes here, Kuro will be able to take this tower eventually. Like, he will just infinitely tank the tower Shadow Realm, and now a stun popped onto Kuro. Fnatic, they know they want to be able to fight this one. Eternal Envy managed to get the catch onto GH. A snowball picks up and makes sure that GH isn't going to be able to get away with a Burrow Strike. Now, Ice Shard blocking in Heen. Looking to run him down in the river is an easy task for Fnatic. So pick up the 2 supports and stall up Kuro enough that they can at least kill that Siege Wagon. They will not forfeit their mid tower so easily.
Nice rotation by Envy on this core Shaman. We shouldn't be thinking this is crazy. We did used to see it like back in the day.
Yeah.
It was something that, if you recall, like TC, and we haven't heard in a while, and Sing Sing used to play. Like, Sing Sing was known for that, if I remember. Like in Dota 2, he was so good at the War Trap. Back then, it was actually hard to do. Like, you had to practice it.
Eternal Envy, he's here for mind control. He actually tried to go behind the tier 1 tower, and now they're going to bring Abed here as well. Mind control uses every bit of mana he has, realizes he's dead, so GH runs away.
Now you are old, Joe.
Nice pickup. They get another core kill. The rotations from Envy, well worth it. Universe, once again, not having the best of games, but better overall. Is Kuro going to get stunned up? Pi just trying to stop that aggression. Kuro looks like he still wants to go for it. It's Pylai die.
Yeah, if he gets him with the Chakram here, maybe GH with the Tranquil Boots can catch up. Pylai die going to be clipped by the Chakram. Does have the Centaur haste, but he turned around. Not enough communication. Centaur popping that Stampede could have given Pylai die the space he needed.
Yeah, now look at this mid tower.
Now it's dead.
Yeah, Abed is going to come in. Abed
tries to harass Kuro back. Meanwhile, top lane, Ravage going down onto the Shadow Shaman with mass TPs coming in. Shadow Shaman's definitely dead. Eternal Envy, his fate going to be spared for the moment by the Snowball, but they're going to run into the Gyrocopter ultimately. Just try and kill the kill on the Tide Thunder, but not successful. Seems like both teams going to run mass rotations all over the place. GH is able to catch Pylai die here. Homing missile. Bramble out. Not enough to kill either Mind Control or GH.
Way too aggressive on the side of Fnatic. Especially running into that Ravage.
Yeah.
It's not quite enough damage to be able to burst him as Kuro. Gonna finally grab this mid tower. Relatively uncontested. This game around having a much more successful core run, as he is second in net worth just behind Matuma Man.
Yeah, with Hooded Defiance, it's going to be real tough for Fnatic's heroes to threaten a Timbersaw.
Yeah, it's going to be a while before they can kill him.
They don't have a whole lot of burst damage. Hood just cancels out Double Edge, then what are you left with?
They're going to have to wait for some items. This has always kind of been, if Timber has a good game, you have to just sort of ignore him.
Actually, what am I saying? They got Dark Willow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of magic damage. That'll overwhelm them.
That hero's crazy.
That hero is wild.
But that hero also only has 935 net worth, and we're not really feeling her impact too much in this game yet.
And it's not level 6, which is a critical pickup, seeing as you get double ultimates.
And this is when Timber looks the strongest. When you can't gank him, you just continue to march down your towers, clear your creep wave instantly, and just get a bunch of range creeps hitting your tower.
GH is kind of hovering around that mid area, scouting some heroes, making sure that Kuro doesn't get like some sort of weird 4-man gank. Now, cutting behind that top lane, Eternal Envy going to have to do his best to protect that tier 1 tower, but back over to Kuro, they are going to go for this kill. Setting up with the stun. Kuro has the Brambles, has to nade through, but Universe is going to be able to catch up thanks to the stun of Dark Willow. Follows up, Love Stomp as well.
Does he even die here?
But look at this, he just turns on them. Here. He has 17 magic wand charges as well, so he can actually keep on going and see if he can catch somebody here with a Chakram. Thinking about it, throws it out, complete whiff. Meanwhile, Matuma Man does manage to kill Eternal Envy. Looks like that wraparound at the top lane. Didn't allow them to take the tower, but at least it got a very critical core kill.
That was not very close.
No, it wasn't.
Like I did not think they were going to be able to kill him. Hood +1 and he had 20 reactive armor?
Kuro trying to protect Heen, protect his coach as best as possible. Abed has the doppelganger to be able to jump down to low ground.
Yeah, you better be careful. You want to protect your coach. Otherwise, he's going to tell you, pick Shaman core. I'm glad you like that one. I mean, so far it hasn't worked out.
This is Adam's fault?
Who knows?
Well, it's certainly not a successful debut of the Eternal Envy Shadow Shaman core. For now, Liquid are up by 3k, 11 minutes in, and about to take a tier 2 tower. That being said, maybe Universe can come in big. He's actually gotten a lot more farm, a much better start than he did in game 1. As he's currently pushing out that top lane.
Now there's an early tier 2 tower picked up, especially the mid one. It's not often that we see the mid tower taken that early, even before they even took the bottom tier 1. That is the power of this Timbersaw in this game.
Yeah.
If Curl lives with half HP when 4 heroes come to gank him, and he's regenning through that, does he really think that 5th hero is going to make a difference?
Yeah.
No, so he's just going to march down. Does not care too much.
Do you think he identified as, like, do you think the mid tier 2 is the most important? Like, why wouldn't he just change to a different lane?
I think he just went down there because he's like, nobody can kill me.
Yeah.
If they come, my team can make a really fast rotation in. Taking the tier 2 is really nice. I can just sit here the entire game, which is exactly what he's doing. Has not moved.
He's just going to camp out here. The Tubba Man going to be spotted by this toss. Now, Fnatic, they may not be able to mess with the Timbersaw, but maybe not.
They've got to kill other people on the map right now. This is...
They got to force Kuro to move somewhere else. Try and keep up with this team fight. Looks like they're trying to force this. At bottom lane, they managed to get the shackles as well as the wards on top of Matubba Man. Now he drops his ultimate as well as the Rocket Barrage. They're going to be able to kill Eternal Envy. Trying to run in. What a stun from GH with the Ice Blast! They're going to be able to pull up all of these heroes! Oh no!
That timing!
Man.
And Kuro, meanwhile, is running at Pile Die. Very nice piece of teamwork by Team Liquid.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The timing on that, he was so close to being able to kill Matubba Man. Oh, that was brutal.
I think Kuro's just like, what happened at bottom, guys?
Good job. Keep it going, team.
Just camped out at this tier 3. Let me know if you need help.
Thought for sure Matubba Man was going down at the very least.
Yeah.
That is now 2 unsuccessful gank attempts by Fnatic. Ooh, that is rough. That one feels bad. You dropped everything for that.
Yeah.
Envy even came for that. Dropped his wards. Thought it was going to be a sure kill. But the damage is simply just not there.
No surprise. He's going for the experience, just trying to boost this Shadow Shaman into those later levels. We see that gank attempt again. So hard to kill a Gyrocopter without losing some of these heroes. But GH just perfect timing on that Burrow Strike.
And mind control from the fog. Casts his ult to make sure that there's no follow-up.
Matubba Man was really fast there to be able to get through those wards.
There's just good team play. Everyone did what they needed to do. And Kuro hit a tier 3 tower.
I think at the end of this game, Kuro's going to be like, that was all. I told you my carry was legit.
Like, guys, did you see what I did? I did 100 damage to that mid tower on the dot.
How much damage to the tier 3s did you do at 15?
Dota is a building-based game, honestly.
That is true. Okay, you're going to try and go for a Tidehunter. Not so sure about this one, Fnatic. Ice Blast coming in hot. Not going to be able to land on most of these heroes. Just catches Pylai Die. Matubba Man will gladly take that kill. And here comes GH once again, able to slow down Eternal Envy with a Burrow Strike. And this looks like a simple rundown. Actually, they're missing a stun, so Eternal Envy, barely able to get away.
This feels like some kind of like Quisha. You know, you run down one option, doesn't work.
Yep.
Let's go with B. That wasn't it either.
Not the Timbersaw. Okay, now let's try the Gyrocopter. No, that didn't work either.
The Tidehunter, surely.
Surely we could take on the Tide.
Not the case at all, and right now they are starting to feel a lot of this pressure. Trying to make this move onto Kuroki.
Dude, if I was Heen, I'd be real nervous about right now. Because he's next on that list. They're going to go for a 4-man gank on the Ancient Apparition, dude. Bloodstone.
Matubba Man was saying that when they were playing EG in that 27-0 game, they smoked. And they said, guys, all we want to do in this game is kill this Chen. So we don't get it. We don't go down in history as the 27-0 team. And they couldn't even do that. But Dota has this funny way of working itself around.
Yeah.
Like Fnatic has that game against Na'Vi, or against Secret. And then they have that game against Na'Vi. Pylai Die faking out his ult, but I mean, this Timber is such an issue. And he just continues to hit your tower as Abed.
Here comes all that AoE damage. Abed in trouble. Terrorize is going to be able to get a lot of those heroes into the brambles, but no real damage whatsoever. So Liquid are just going to run back in, start beating on that tier 3. And it's going to drop. No contest, it seems, from Fnatic. Right now, they're just trying to split push. You can see the Centaur pushing out that bottom lane. They're not looking to fight right now.
Universe is trying to get something done, but the tier 3 tower is down at 16 minutes. Very early on in this game. Fnatic trying to press them back, but nobody really taking damage.
You can see now they're going to start harassing the Gyrocopter because harassing the Timbersaw doesn't do anything at this point. His regen is a little bit too high. Tubman, not one to care either. Thanks to his Aghanim Scepter, he's actually pretty tanky to wrap around DJ and Universe. Who are they going to go for here? Who's important?
Go for Heat.
Pops out. They're going to go for Heat. They're going to try and kill the Ancient Apparition. He actually may go down, but the Ice Blast saves his life. Managed to kill the Centaur, and now Eternal Lady in big-time trouble. Inside the epicenter, turns around, holds up Kuro. He don't care for a damn minute. And that is the game. GG from Fnatic.
They went down the list. Couldn't get anybody.
I just have to ask myself.
The Shaman was a bit ambitious.
Was that a misclick? Did they mean Shadow Fiend? Shadow
no
Demon?
Idea. I would imagine that was something similar to what they were trying to do, what Secret did. Try something out.
Yeah.
Did not work out. It was only game 2.
I mean, this is the kind of lineup that's just going to look god-awful if the lanes don't go well. Right?
Yes.
And that's exactly what happened. So, fair enough. Always, you know, it doesn't hurt. Experimenting,
if it works,
you're already up a game.
Yeah, if it works,
series.
you look really cool.
Yeah.
But that was not.
Next thing you know, every team at this tournament's going to be like,
how do we one-up this Phoenix mid?
You think that's what it was?
How do we
they saw Phoenix mid, they're
no,
like...
absolutely not. I think it was a genuine strategy and it just didn't pan out.
Yeah. Lost laning phase. Rough times for Fnatic in early game 2. So that means we are going to have a game 3 between Liquid and Fnatic. Exciting stuff. We're going to take a quick break and be back with more.
It's now or never.
Now, you'll bait no hook with me.
Never more eyes here.
Winter-Liver. Shadows drive me.
I will teach them obedience.
The song of war commences.
Fear is my dominion.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Yeah, Viper actually works really well with AA and Sanking because you have the your Nether Toxin. Sure, your Nether Toxin breaks, but it also amplifies spells. So you get Ice Vortex plus Nether Toxin with Sanking. Lots of magic damage can come in.
10 seconds remaining.
And it's just, I mean, playing Gyro versus Viper is a little annoying. You just constantly get, even if you get BKB, you're going to get bolted.
Yeah, Viper Strike's tough to deal with. And of course, the corrosive skin helps against the early kill potential Gyro. Another ban. I mean, sure they've got to focus out the.
I think they should take. I think they should take out this Pugna. I think Pugna is always really scary when you've got AA, and when you've got Gyro. Like Gyro's a hero that gets at risk of getting bursted.
Yeah, just get rid of all the amplification here.
Yeah,
because you don't want to be forced to go for a BKB too quickly. And Luna.
Yeah, they take out Luna.
Peculiar. I mean, I could see it to an extent. There's a lot of right click with an AA and a Luna. Try.
Very strong tri lane too. I think they want to be able to. think they want to be able to with the Luna ban. I think they want to be able to have the Tusk plus one of the Universe heroes being able to contest that safe lane. Because if it's Luna Sanking AA, that is a very potent tri lane.
So essentially take a loss, and Universe one of those heroes, you give him a little bit of space, he'll do a lot with it. Yeah. To capitalize on that.
I had something. Oh yeah. So for Liquid, I think they can look at a Jug or Lifestealer if they want to versus the Gyro. It's traditionally very good. They've already got the Infest as well for Sanking.
Talked about Lifesteal issues, it's a little bit slower.
A hero that made it through to the space is Enchantress.
Yeah, Mind Control was.
That's
talking
true
about that one.
Yeah.
Green.
And we've seen it banned a couple of times today, yesterday as well.
Fnatic's turn.
It's
So there it
frustrating.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. It's a frustrating hero because most users don't like it because because it makes you play a different type of game against that offlaner.
I think this is where Fnatic could look at the Pugna. This Enchantress, you want to have lots of magic damage versus that.
She gets shredded quick in those scenarios.
Yep.
10 seconds remaining.
But more than likely picking the 5 hero right here.
Yep.
5 seconds remaining.
Going for that potential Witch Doctor for the Pie Hero. Hammer. He does get a lot of talk time right now, so perhaps indeed they're asking opinion on the matter.
They want something that can just something that can protect their safe lane. So yeah, the Doctor.
There it is. Come out. It's just a classic trio, really. Like, I think most of the games where I see Gyro and they want to go aggressive, the Tusk appears first, and it's always...
Yeah, I mean, Gyro Witch Doctor traditionally is a very, very kill potent combo. You get level 2, you get level 3, you always have kill threat with Maledict.
You definitely need Tusk there for this one, though, because Enchantress moves too quickly otherwise.
Yeah, I'm still a little concerned, though, because sure, they've got like the barrage damage with Maledict that can do okay, but I mean, Ench is such a scary hero. And there's the Lifestealer, like we said. I think it just got even better when they picked the Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
Because now it can close the gap onto the Gyro with the Sand King and Fest, and Witch Doctor doesn't really do much versus Lifestealer. Scary.
Yeah, that's worrying. I mean, Lifestealer, usually the thing you want to avoid is being in a scenario where everyone just kites it. The point is, you want to try to get the Enchantress. Lifestealer just feels ultra aggressive. Either one you jump on side Liquid, the other's just going to pick your line up and wipe one heroes.
Ooh,
that's an early Enigma
game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that. The Witch Doctor as well.
So are they gonna run that aggro from Fnatic then and put the Enigma and try to like just deal with the Enchantress? Just be like, okay, I'm just gonna keep denying the wave back because then you don't have to worry about the kill threatening. You kind of just sack your say. Well, you just have the Enigma. You're gonna get something versus an Enchantress no matter what.
I guess the only worry is like at the same time you've got low damage to begin with, so Enchantress isn't going to be too pressured.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I mean. It's like they're just gonna be like, okay, Enigma's gonna get stuff up here no matter what, and then our Gyro's gonna at least be able to get something bottom if they decide to go for that aggro.
Yeah, right now Fnatic is like they're putting a lot on the Gyro delivering, and I don't know. I think maybe they want to even up because so far what's been working for them is when they have these two heroes on Envy and Abed that if you don't shut down both of them, it just creates space later and enables the other one to catch up. To that end, I'm wondering where they actually want to go with this.
I wonder what the Abed hero is. Something like either like a Deucer or an Invoker. They used to pick Invoker a lot.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't mind Invoker here. I don't know if I
actually no. I always every time I say Invoker, I feel like it's always versus a Lifestealer. So I think something more like that Deucer, some super hard carry.
Yeah, and then Enigma just sets you up for the kills. I like that. That's a good call.
Another Brood ban.
I mean, you look at the lineup. I mean, who's going to clear it? Like Witch Doctor, hey, my cast bounce.
Enigma with the Midnight Pulse.
Well, it's not too bad, yeah, but like the spiders move so quick.
10 seconds.
You don't want really commit Black Hole just for a Brood.
Oh no, sure. It's just funny. We see twice in a row now. Last ban, just in case. Fine.
In case, that's the hero that's won certain tournaments. So gotta be careful.
Right, the last pick is in the hands of Liquid, so they get the upper hand there, can counter whatever comes their way. For Fnatic, what are we lacking? Because we got some push already in the Enigma. We got team fight already with the Enigma. And we need a core.
They need something that's going to have a good core matchup, because Gyro versus Lifestealer right now is not good. So they want something that's good versus Lifestealer.
Yeah, you need someone that can actually run at this Lifestealer later on, because if you can't get past Lifestealer, Enchantress just stands there and has field day.
Is it time for the Terrorblade? It was time for the Ursa.
Oh, wow.
So now they're going to put the Gyro mid. And they're going to have this Ursa tri-lane. So now they probably will put the Enigma off lane. And then now they have this heavy thing to shut down this Enchantress. Interesting. Yeah. So it's actually, this is a good core matchup. Like we mentioned, Ursa now is good versus Enchantress and the Lifestealer.
Yeah.
So how does Liquid respond?
How does Liquid respond? What do they need?
Against an Ursa, like they need more control. I mean, we're saying Invoker Fnatic. I don't think Liquid are going to go for that. It's not terrible here because you've got that long range counter initiation. You get in with a tornado follow up and just break apart Fnatic's team fight. They need something that actually can. I think they need someone to back Lifestealer up at the front. But what do you pick? Like Death Prophet and like DP?
No, you're at risk of getting burst.
Dragon Knight feels
similar. Ursa can pierce through that.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Like Ursa's the big concern. Like Fnatic, this is really smart. You don't really expect an Ursa pick. We don't see it very often. now we're going to default to listening to the players.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I'm curious. I think this is actually a really smart Ursa pick.
Yeah, they put Liquid in a tough position.
I'm not too sure what they actually pick here versus this Ursa. They need something that's going to do like the same kind of thing that Fnatic were looking for. That good core matchup.
It's like you can't drag this too late either because there's still an Enigma and a Gyro in it. So it's not like you can argue if you can get past the Ursa's snowball phase, you still got a chance. Fnatic, they ambushed them with this. Here it comes.
It is a Visage.
And they go the Visage.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So Dominator builder, so they can go for those troll nets. They'll be able to deal with that Enigma, and they've got people to actually be able to hit buildings. So I think that's going to be Kuro playing Visage.
Yeah?
That's pretty cool.
I would imagine. So I didn't actually look.
It is, yeah.
It is Kuro playing Visage, yeah.
You got GH on Sand King.
I'm curious about the lanes. That's the thing, because I think there's going to be a lot of dodging, because they don't want this Enchantress versus Ursa.
I would love to see one of those, like, I haven't seen it much in these games, but I remember more recently there used to be this kind of phase where we went through, where it would be not uncommon to see lanes switch like 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Yeah.
Musical lanes all around.
Yeah, it's like just musical chairs going on. It's beautiful.
So, name a team. Who are you backing?
We got back someone again. I think Fnatic, this surprise Ursa pick, I like it. I really like it.
Yeah? Go for Fnatic?
I'm not crazy about the Visage. I like Fnatic's. I think they have really good core matchups.
Going for Fnatic as well, so it's 3-0 here. Liquid need all the support they can get, and perhaps they can find it in Capitalist and Blitz. So let's this matchup.
Beast bump.
Well, I don't know, Sheeber. Are we going to be
Prepare
Liquid
for
supporters
battle.
here? Do you think they've got the drafts?
I'm not sure. I
Because
think
our panel seemed pretty thoroughly in the Ursa camp.
Then I will even Pigeon, because I think
Even
Pigeon's like 0 for
Pigeon.
9.
Even
So I feel like I just definitely go for.
you just play the odds right now?
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah. Understandable.
don't bet against
See,
the house.
the thing is that Nahaz is great on a panel and everything, and he really understands the win rates of hero matchups and everything, but what he fails to grasp is the statistics of panel predictions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the real meta. You
Yes.
got to go with those stats.
That's a strong number right now. The 0 is strong. I refuse to bet against
It's
it.
a nice big round.
But who
30
knows?
seconds to battle.
This is a Kuroki Visage mid. Not something I see very often at all.
Yeah.
And right now, Fnatic, you saw what they did, right? They went deep trying to figure out where the lanes were going to be. Because they're trying to make sure that Envy is against the Enchantress.
Yeah.
And Liquid is doing the opposite. They're trying to make sure that Envy is against this Lifestealer tri-lane.
And I think Pi actually specifically said, I think they're going to run an aggro
The
tri-lane
battle begins.
almost no matter what. You think that's in part just because if it is the Ursa Enchantress matchup, if that does end up happening, at least in the safe lane, Enchantress feels a little bit better?
Yeah, I think so. Because she can abuse some stuff.
Yeah.
She's closer to the poles. But we'll see what happens as Universe immediately denies one of the creeps.
And DJ is going to do something similar here. I was about to say, I was waiting for him to do the Ice Shards play. Sure enough, he does. To make sure that Abed is able to play on his high ground. He actually kind of got stuck on the low ground. Kuro got some free hits on him. Kuro, who went for the early level of Great Chill, can easily battle against DJ. It is very tough to harass a Visage for any hero, and Tusk is no match for that.
Interesting, though, how this mid matchup goes is... and I have not seen Kuroki play Visage. So it'll be curious to see how that one goes.
To be fair, I haven't seen Kuro play a whole lot on a Dragonite either. Or Timbersaw.
That hero's a lot more straightforward, though. Dragonite?
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like DK, just hit towers, press breathe fire.
Timbersaw, you just sit there, right-clicking people while reactive armor builds up.
Yeah, he's like the new Miracle, you know? He's like, Miracle plays a new hero every game, I will do the same. Nobody will one-up me.
Maybe this is some sort of weird long-term play for Kuro to come back as carry.
Oh, I hope not. For Liquid sake.
GH needs to get to low ground. He'll have to Burrow Strike to do so.
Oh, Pi throws the cask out. Does manage to catch them. Fnatic support duo getting a successful pull-off. Game pauses.
I mean, this Ursa pick looks so good, right? Because no matter what it's matched up against, it's happy. It's either going to be matched up against the Enchantress, boom, countered the Enchantress, or in lane it's going to be up against the Lifestealer, which, again, Ursa is also great counter.
No, I think this is a very sick Ursa pick. Because he's not dissatisfied against any of these heroes.
Yeah.
If, for example, the Sand King stuns him, he'll just up his Enrage.
Right.
They'll be able to early Roshan as well. Like, there's a lot of advantages for this hero in this game.
And it means Universe is going to be able to get a good amount of farm on this Enigma. They don't actually have any disables to go through BKB, so as he speeds his way towards the Hand of Midas, follows up with the BKB, you've got this constant threat on the map that it's going to be really tough for Liquid to be able to battle. So what is their game plan? Their heroes are countered. Seems like the overall strategy from Fnatic is quite sound, so what does Liquid need to do to win this game?
You have to mitigate the damage on this top lane, try to kill some supports.
Oh, they're going to try and go for a kill right now onto Pylai Die. Pi trying to eat through some trees, gets out the paralyzing task, and now a Maledict onto GH. Now he is just going to TP home and will fine.
Got it.
Was the Chilling Touch on cooldown?
They used
tested that a little bit late. Okay.
They used it right as they hit the brew.
Right, that makes a little bit more sense. As he and AA has so far been undefeated, I saw someone post the meme, you know, like you do not ban AA against Liquid.
Yeah.
But we'll see if that actually holds true.
How would you rate Heen's play so far as a support?
Heen? He's not been bad at all.
Yeah.
For a coach, like both the coaches have actually done pretty well. I want to see Adam play for Fnatic. That'd be the next level. And Sunbee pop in. Everyone might as well just use their coaches.
Yeah. I'd like that.
That'd be pretty fun.
TP in. The funny one with Sunbee is the fact that no matter what happens, Sunbee is just never.
They just don't use Sunbee.
They just refuse to let him play.
Poor Sunbee. They're like, guys, who can we get?
One of these tournaments, they're going to have like 3 players out, and they're going to be like, they'll be able to replace 2 of them. They'll have 1 more left, and they're like, guys, we either let Sunbee play, or we forfeit the tournament. They're just going to forfeit the tournament instead.
Matama Man's taking a lot of damage here. He's trying to kite, but...
Yeah, this is up a bit. Oh my god! What?
That is an Ursa that had like 10 stacks. That is ambitious. Very nice kill by Envy. He's like, okay, you are getting into a right-click fight with an Ursa. You will not win this. He was absolutely correct.
Apparently, Matama Man just a little bit out of his depth when he stopped playing one of those green heroes.
Top tower is under attack.
Tries to man fight an Ursa with the Lifestealer.
Yeah, that was wild.
I feel like we're seeing something new every single day of this tournament, if not every single series.
Yeah, people are trying to out-innovate each other right now. I haven't seen Ursa in a hot minute as GH gonna stun, pick up the DD rune, start fighting DJ, who is quite healthy right now, has both of his
he's got ice shards as well as Snowball. GH is not gonna make it out of here. He's got the Fairy Fire, but DJ is still gonna be able to run him down. After all, he had the Orb of Venom.
Yeah, both times now, the decision-making on the side of Liquid, even with the DD rune, DJ had full mana, was easily gonna get off both his spells, out DPS you. Abed gonna tank some damage here. The Visage is really well against the Gyrocopter.
Alright, they've got the Ursa. This time around, with 3 heroes, they will be able to challenge Eternal Envy and bring him down. Find Pylai Die in the trees. He already had an escape route plan. That is a nice little tree. You cut the one tree and you get through that whole entire area. That's nice. 1-2 right now, 5 minutes in, slight lead for Fnatic, but the mid lane does seem to be going well for Kuro. He is doing quite well to match up a Copter. The CS lead, experience advantage as well.
They're pinging for a second, but there's no real move to be made as he pops the birds. The best part about the birds is you can use those, micro them around, try to go for kills on opposite ends of the map. Ping for that right now is Abed. Feels like he doesn't necessarily want to be here.
DJ attempting to gank this lane is going to run into GH first. Burst Strike is ready to go. GH is going to use it to get out of the Ice Shards. The gank will fail, but it's still creating space. Look at the CS difference right now between Eternal Envy and this Lifestealer. 31 and 12 for the Ursa, 12 and 3 for the Lifestealer.
Yeah. The upside, though, is that the other side lanes on Liquid are going pretty well. Universe is at 22 CS, Mind Control at 39. Meanwhile, Kuro is at 33, very healthy amounts.
GH is going to be caught here this time around. No Burrow Strike, but does have a Sandstorm. Sentry is going to be dropped. GH tried to run away. During that time, still going to be caught in the Metal Tick. Easily be enough to make sure he goes down. 3-1 now.
Second pickup on him as nobody really willing to be mid. Abed going to come in, pop the Shrine.
With a Siege Wagon, as well as the Familiars out, this is going to be a pretty easy kill. Meanwhile, what is this? Matamba Man is rotating around as a life stealer. Whoa, Matamba Man, wake up! All right, a little bit too late. Mid lane, caught GH.
Again.
King. Oh, they're actually going to go for the snowball. Full snowball onto Heen. Excuse me. Catching him. Visage Familiars. Are going to go for the kill onto DJ. He has a cold feet on him as well. They can actually slow him down. They'll be able to bring him down with the drop of the Familiars. Now the drop onto the Gyrocopter, and Kuro actually now turning, thinking he can maybe catch Pylai Die, and he's right with a Grave Chill. He should be able to run him down. These Familiars are not going to slow down one bit. Trying to get from the low ground, the Rocket Barrage damage onto Kuro. That's not going to be nearly enough to threaten his life, though. Nice double kill for Kuro. May not have seen this Visage a whole lot from him, but he's doing some serious work with.
They overcommit for just half a second. They get the kill. The downside for Liquid, though, is that GH has not had the best of games. Only level 2, 7 minutes in. We compare that to DJ.
Don't run off.
2-1 and 2 right now.
He has been challenging anybody who shows up to this bottom lane. We're seeing the impetus go to work on
Can you imagine
both DJ and Universe.
If the Prowlers actually desecrate and petrified him there? He would have died, as Mind Control's playing really aggressively forward, trying to see if he stayed for whatever reason. But DJ is not greedy, and he's going to back. And now GH is being given this lane. Try to recover a little bit. He's going to stun to get the last hit, and Envy can't really get a kill as long as he's got Sandstorm up. They do know about this ward from their previous move when they try to rotate in. Ran into the smoke of Fnatic. And now Kuroki just going to back up a little bit. Looks like he wants to farm some Ancients. Everybody just being given space right now.
Except for Matamba Man.
Yeah, Matamba
He's
Man's
having a
game
neutral right now.
Still pretty equal to the Gyrocopter, though. That's the surprising part.
Is he?
Yeah. He's just behind the Gyro farm.
I guess in net worth, experience is a big difference. Paralyzing Cast is going to stay onto the Familiars. That's going to help Abed be able to pass with the Ice Shards as well. That was perfect.
Matamba Man couldn't even get Rage off.
Highlight Die slowed down. They're actually going to try and go for this extra kill. And the support here with the nuke coming in from the Visage, not quite enough.
And DJ is here, but not willing to make the move. Matamba Man was trying to desperately get that open wounds off on Abed. Would have been a huge kill for them.
Mind Control got caught by the Ursa here. Oh no! He was slowed down enough, wasn't able to get that one hit required to be able to finish off the Enchantress.
And Mind Control even stops the farmer creep here, but DJ might run into him. But he's going to get spotted by Heen first.
DJ's still going for it. He's going to challenge Heen. Heen stands his ground, wants to push back DJ enough that the Enchantress can come in and they can use this shrine together.
But Mind Control going to pop that heal early as DJ now going to get spotted.
Cold feet. He has a snowball. Ice Shard tried to get himself on the other side of it. Doesn't work out.
Coach from Liquid standing in. We'll get the last hit on that as they go for a 3-man shrine. Pretty efficient. Just take a look at what Fnatic is up to. Universe has the Midas queued up. Envy top of the leaderboards in last hits and denies. Rapidly approaching that Blink Dagger. About halfway there.
There's also going to be the threat of GH, Sandstorm, holding on to the Burrow Strike as long as possible, has to find the user to be able to jump away, but the Ice Shards is there to be able to block him out. Didn't have too many options there. Heen going for the deny on the regen rune may have just cost him his life. TP out, Abed trying to get the damage in, no chance.
They're just running at each other now. Envy is rotating non-stop. Nobody really wants to be in this top lane, I guess. And Matamba Man is taking advantage of that, as Fnatic has largely abandoned this. But Universe is going to come in, recognizes, if no one's going to be up here, I guess I will. And during this time, Kuroki is just farming out Ancients, trying to get further and further ahead. The most efficient neutral camp to farm.
Do you think Eternal Envy is forcing this a little bit too early? Think he should just chill out until he gets his blink?
I definitely think some of these engagements, at least, feel a little bit forced. Because Because Universe can't really do too much early on. Is DJ getting kited?
Oh, DJ.
Okay, he just dies. And Abed now is in danger of this too.
Mind Control went for the treads instead of the phase boots, meaning he does not have the movement speed to keep up with the gyrocopter still, though. Against a 1v2 scenario, managed to get a kill on a support.
Everyone's coming in though. Pylite die.
Oh no, he's going to be caught by all this magic damage now. He does have a TP scroll. He can get away. The TP. Oh no! The snowball. They had the vision. They're able to stop that TP just in time. He's going to try and get as much damage on Abed as possible.
Abed going to get the last hit.
Down. Universe. Not going to be caught here by GHD. Want to go for a dive on Eternal Envy. At least they're thinking about it here, but their supports are very underleveled. Both level 4 at 12 minutes in.
Yeah, and Kuro going to go for the wraparound, but Universe is right next to the shrine. He's got to wait for him to go for the high ground first. GH, though, coming in as well.
They need to be... Oh, that Centaur! Great use of the Helmet Dominator from Kuro. Managed to get that stun in. No chance to be able to operate on the shrine. Liquid pick up more and more steam. 4,000 gold beat for them now.
Miracle who?
Radiant's bottom tower.
Kuro is tops in net worth, but Fnatic need to make something more happen. They did get a kill on the Enchantress, which was quite nice for them, but their gyrocopter, they're going to need to start stacking for him a little bit more. He has, I think, 2 ancient stacks here. The other one was cleaned up. Now they're trying to make the rotation down the bottom lane. Envy, pretty close to that Blink Dagger, though. Would like him to just farm it out. After you get the Blink, you can start to make a lot of these aggressive maneuvers. And I think Fnatic are actually still pretty comfortable because they have this Enigma.
They know they've always got that big turnaround potential, right?
Yeah, the whole. It's not uncancelable because they do have the Helm of Dom, so you can get the control net.
Enchantress can also do that for you potentially. So, Universe going to be slowed down here by the Grave Chill. Kuro, he is an operating menace now. This is very different from his Dragonite game. This time around, he stuck around his lane, got his prerequisite amount of farm, Helmet Dominator, as well as that Medallion of Courage, and now he's running around and just killing everyone he finds.
Radiant structures.
It's a good look for Kuro here in this game 3. We were giving him little jabs here in game 1 and game 2, but here in this game 3, he could legitimately say that he's carrying Liquid.
And I cannot believe that this is the same Fnatic from game number 3 that felt like they were playing everywhere on the map.
Yeah.
This time around, it feels like the pace is just slowed down. And even though the score reads 7-7, the gold lead is 5k in favor of Liquid at just 13 minutes. And if you look towards the Roshan pit, what the Ursa desperately needs in this game.
Back when Ursa was a thing, William, you always said you cannot play an Ursa lineup without getting Roshan.
Yeah, it's like 30% of it.
Liquid, they're going to deny the very first Roshan here and grab the Aegis for themselves. It'll help speed up Matama Man's arm as well. He's actually still kind of keeping pace with the gyrocopter when it comes to net worth. They're actually going to give the Aegis to Kuro, which I believe when he comes back, his Grave Chill charges, or sorry, his passive Gravekeeper's close. Resets on his second.
They're pinging right now. They wanted to make some kind of play. They weren't aware about the Roshan, but Universe is Invis.
Invis rune for an Enigma. We haven't seen a black hole yet.
They need a big one right now.
They certainly do.
They're just getting passive out farmed as Mind Control's taking the top tower. Nobody contesting that. That should give a lot of clues as to where the rest of Fnatic are.
Yeah, you can see Liquid, they just bail out of mid. They just start rotating up to top lane.
I love when Pi does this, by the way. He does this on every team. He's like, okay, guys, no one's going to shove in the waves. I'll do so. I will do it very riskily. If they kill me, so be it. I will give you guys vision.
Oh, wow. Are they going to go for high ground here?
That would be an
grab the siege creep. Ooh. Ooh. This could be dangerous. Fnatic.
They're going to fort as well to protect their creeps.
That is a pretty cool usage of that one. The Centaur aggressively moving forward here, looking for a stun. Mind Control, caught out by the Ice Shards, is able to maneuver around it, though.
They gotta do something about this.
They're gonna go for the siege creep first. Eternal Envy has to take off the cold feet, though. And Rage already being used, and the tier 3 is almost dead. Ice Shards blocking him, Kuro. Now he does have the Aegis, but they're going to go for this kill anyway. But what a jump in from GH enables Matama Man to be able to pop out. Goes for the back line, but caught with the black hole. Pylite Dice still letting it go in the back line. Hits hit by an Ice Blast. Not dead yet, but Eternal Envy maybe. Impetus Shot's not quite enough. Ooh, Fnatic. They weathered that storm really well. They killed the Life Stealer, and everybody got low, but nobody died.
That was so well done by Pylite Die.
Woo.
He let his ult go on for the max duration, but with Hole and the Witch Doctor ult down, this is going to prompt another high ground attempt on the side of Liquid.
Yeah, Kuro's not done just yet. Second life, still wants to be able to fight it out. Caught out by the snowball, though. And he will lose his life this time around. Trying to use the Grave Shield to be able to get that extra movement speed. Eternal Love, he jumps forward, make sure he does indeed die. Now, it's going to be mind control. Abed has his sights on him with a Rocket Barrage. They just need a stun. That'll come out from Universe, thanks to Malphus.
Very nice ball.
Is dead as well. That is a huge turnaround. Liquid took a big risk trying to go for the high ground. They did not get that tier 3. Only 135 HP left on it, and now they're only left with a 3,000 gold lead as opposed to the round 5 to 6k they had earlier.
That was a sick hold on the side of Fnatic, but it was also such a deep commitment from Liquid. They dove into the base.
He sees you there, but
GH and Matema Man, they try to get a burst.
The problem is that Lifestealer just...
He just has nothing right now.
He has no farm, so he wasn't really much of a threat.
And they're pinging him right now. Is Pylai die?
Okay, he's going to try and kill Pi here. Universe does not have the black hole this time around to save his support, but Matamba Man has fully committed to this one. Going to be blocked out by these shards. Here comes Abed with all his magic damage, and Matamba Man has no infest target to get away.
Fnatic are confused at that. They're like, you think we care about Pi? We absolutely do not care about Pi.
If there's anything you know about Pylai Die
and dying,
they are synonymous.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
A nice pickup again, and now the gold lead cut to 2k. Very well done by Fnatic.
Dire are
Look at that win probability, just curving straight down.
Still a bit of lead for Liquid. But
they still are in the lead. It's just Fnatic have done a really good job of bouncing back in this game.
Yeah, and if they keep up this momentum,
they get another core kill. Liquid's going to start feeling the pressure.
Going for a smoke ink right now. They have the Blink Dagger of Eternal Envy. They can get on top of any core. They can kill pretty quickly.
They're going the long way around right now, and they might just run into Mind Control, who would be a huge pickoff.
Yeah, he's sitting third in net worth right now. And he has no real way to be able to get away from this gank. The Force Staff gets a little bit farther, but there is going to be DJ there. Ready to go. Oh, GH Champions come in. Universe backing this one up, though, making sure his teammates do not get countered. GH going to go for a big play here off of the epicenter, but has no burrow strike to be able to do anything. So, in the end, maybe it's Universe who ends up going down. Kuro comes in from behind with the Visage Familiars, now looking towards DJ. Needs the help, though. Keen is going to be able to provide it with the cold feet. Pass, nice done. It's going to be able to lock down the Earth, but thankfully, Abed to the rescue. Going to be able to take down that core. Matamba Man,
you're
oh, no, not again, Matamba Man. You cannot challenge an Ursa. I thought we went over this already. He actually goes inside a wounded creep. So they just go ahead and deny the creep real quickly. He pops out and is dead again.
And Liquid with the 1x1 chain feed. Fnatic, they're saying, okay, we will take those.
You know, a 3-man smoke gank on Mind Control, that's great.
Sure.
But a full-on team fight for Fnatic, that puts them in the lead.
They actually just went in 1x1 and said, okay, it's my turn. Let's see what I can do. Contestant number 3, you are up.
You know, I always like the CSGO where they give each other the fist bumps between rounds. Apparently, we don't have that in real life in Dota, but it seems like DJ, in-game anyway, will give away those fist bumps.
All right, so Abed's got a ton of farm. He's got a BKB complete. Don't think he had to use it in that previous engagement. That's a fresh 10-second BKB. Very strong against Liquid's heroes. And all of a sudden, they've got the gold lead in their hands.
Is SNY choice, just to try and stay ahead of this life stealer.
Really like it against the Life. As the bottom, GH gonna go for the stun, but the missile.
And a snowball, and a paralyzing cask, and the entire kitchen sink from Fnatic being thrown at their support.
I have not seen GH have as rough of a game like this one. Compare him to Abed, who had such a rough start. Now he's the top of the net worth chart. GH is 0-6-3. Not the kind of impact that we're used to seeing out of him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Only level 7 at 20 minutes.
Ice Blast cutting through the jungle area, not spotting any heroes because they are smoked up. Is Liquid going to be wise to this gank attempt? Kuro's actually positioning himself on the front lines here, popping the smoke. Fnatic are going to go for this kill. Looks like DJ went to the back line. GH interrupts them, though. Goes for Universe. Looking to be able to get that kill. Looks like the Familiar should be able to clean it up. Kuro's still in trouble, though. Getting all their heroes on top of this big-time carry, but Mind Control in the back line tries to go for Abed. Now threatened by the Urza. Has to run himself away. Meanwhile, Matumbaman and GH have cleaned up the two supports.
And they're trying to blink back. Liquid trying to see what else they can get out of this, but Fnatic are well on their way out. Abed once again did not have to pop that BKB. They are still looking as the birds flying in, trying to snipe the tower, and they're going to be successful. Kuro stunning the first time around.
And there's going to still try and fight this one with the Ice Blast. The pop out, Envy! He pops the Enrage, but the damage is still there from the Ice Blast. It will be enough to be able to get the kill now. A buyback instantly blown. GH, they need to be able to catch some heroes besides the Sand King. They may have got him down. Up next, but he does have a rage. He's going to be able to dodge the homing missile at the last second. Eternal Envy trying to go for the Enchantress. Matumbaman is going to be run down by all these heroes, so he gives up his life just to see if he can kill Pylai Die. Not the case. Not today.
With the buyback, though, Liquid wrest away control of the gold lead once again. Kuro using his birds, now assaulting this mid-tier 2 tower. But Fnatic are wise to this. Abed immediately going to come in. The birds going to get sniped out of the air. Very close back and forth game so far, but Envy having to commit that buyback. Not even sure if he had to.
And the really big downside is there's no objective for them to turn to with this numbers advantage. There's no Roshan available.
Yeah, if there was a Roshan or maybe a tier 1 tower to go for, but they're going to start heading down bottom GH. They're looking for him to collect his 8th death of the game so far, as DJ going to go for the snowball, pull through. GH going to blink out. DJ had no dust there, so had to get a little bit cute. And with no creep wave, this isn't really going to turn into anything. Fnatic going to get turned away. Wait for the creep wave as Envy by himself again.
Oh, he gets a little bit too close there. Gets an aggressive ward down.
They should know about this. Yeah, they're pinging like crazy now.
Kuro, though.
Oh,
his ice shards. That blocks him out. Universe just going to go straight up for the black hole. So though, whoa, what is this? GH comes in, no 3-man burrow strike. This may actually work. Kuro may be dead, but the epicenter is right on top of all these heroes. They've killed 2. On top of man, another man fight against Eternal Envy. This one he will not win again. Mind Control, though, trying to clean this one up. Infinite shots onto Abed. And a lot of pure damage, and it's enough to be able to get the kill. Pylai Die, close range with Mind Control. Gets the TP. No, that's denied as well. Mind Control just cleaned up all of Fnatic there.
That is everyone on the side of Fnatic dead now.
I've never seen a more suicidal blink burrow strike than that one right there. Just manly jumping into a black hole like that, but it worked.
That looked insane, and MC in the back lines with no Envy up decides, I will chew through all of you, even with the BKB of Abed popped. Impetus just tearing through him. They did not respect that whatsoever. Envy's still on the floor for 33 seconds. I doubt Liquid can get more out of this. I feel like Mind Control should learn. The first rock flies through. Universe trying to contest this. The Midas is going to go out onto the creep. This should repel them as DJ. Did he go too far? Mind Control.
He's got a Force Staff. He does have GH. Coming in hot. Abed. GH is going to be able to slow down Abed. So they will be able to get Mind Control out of there. He gets a bit of chip damage onto the range Rex. That is unhealable.
The second Roshan of the game. The Ursa lineup would desperately want this. Envy's game slowed down so much by that buyback.
Oh, if Fnatic actually get inside the pit right now, the Ice Shard's going to be able to reveal a lot of them. It doesn't block them from retreating, though. They are able to get out of the pit.
They know that hole is down, and this is why they're reluctant to leave this area. Fnatic, though, they're going to smoke for this with no hole. They're just going to have to straight out play them. Both teams smoked up. GH has Matumbaman in him. The initiation is going to be key here.
He's already gotten so many multi-hero.
He sees that.
He's going to be able to jump forward. He managed to get the two-man Burrow Strike with the Ice Blast over the top. The Force Staff managed to get Abed out of there, and now Eternal Envy pops his BKB, fights up against Matumba Man. Abed having some issues with mind control. That's where Envy needs to be able to go. He needs to be able to make sure that the Enchantress doesn't do a whole lot. Nice use of the Ensnare to be able to slow down this bear as he continues futilely to try and run down mind control, and he's going to have to now back up. The jump, stun, comes in. Universe looking to be able to distract some of these heroes as Abed's going to be locked down by these heroes. Eternal Envy, he's going to be able to make it to the back line, but Abed will not. Pile Die also going to be trying to go. Force Tap into the high ground. They spot him though. No miss percentage chance there. Mind control managed to land that shot. They get 2 of Fnatic, only trading away their Sand King, and back into the Roshan pit they go.
You see EE's priorities in that fight. He says, we can't win this fight if we don't kill mind control. They try to get on top of him desperately, but there's so much kite potential on the side of Liquid. And Abed now, with that early BKB pickup, it's looking pretty useless.
Yeah. Every single time, it's the mind control. He's challenging this gyrocopter. And the Ursa, the initial part of that fight, he starts going for Matumba Man's Lifestealer, and then Abed lets him know, like, dude, you gotta kill this Enchantress.
Yeah, and Fnatic with no black hole, they don't have that major turnaround potential that they're looking for. Liquid don't have to be worried about that in the entirety of that fight.
But he is going to get his BKB very soon. We saw from the last fight, though, they always make sure they have a troll creep ready to go with the Ensnare.
At one point in this game, Witch Doctor, played by Pile Die, was level 11, and GH was level 7. And now they are on equal terms.
It's a crazy game 3.
They are just swinging.
BKB is here.
Both teams just, they're like, let's trade team fights non-stop.
Do you think Liquid should be going for this high ground?
They have the Aegis. I think they feel pretty confident, but Fnatic should feel okay about this too. They've got the BKB picked up on Enigma.
Yeah.
He doesn't have buyback though, so you get one real good attempt at this. Envy also still has buyback on cooldown. He's going to make the jump forward.
Nice use of the Hurricane Pike, pushing back the Eternal Envy Bear and getting to the other side of the Ice Shards.
Yeah, they're going to ask a lot of Universe in this game. And Liquid, they're smoked up. Trying to see what they can get here. Universe reluctant to show on the map at all. Does get the Midas off though.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Range tracks is not a big deal. There's still shrines available from the last time where Kuro took that tier 3. He's actually about to pick up an Assault Cuirass. That is a huge pickup. It's going to make the Ursa feel real bad about himself.
This has always been the downside of Ursa. Eventually he gets into a position where your hero just feels so mediocre because you can't get on top of somebody and burst them down. One Force Staff, if you get the blink in, somebody gets forced. You've popped your BKB at that point, you've wasted a few seconds of it. Like, this hero needs to continue to snowball in a game like this. And Abed's net worth, it is considerable, but the BKB feels pretty useless. Mind Control just gets on top of him and forces him away in the fights.
Desolator pickup for Lifestealer. So his single target damage will feel a lot better, and he'll kind of enable the Visage's damage with the pillars as well.
Are scanning.
Gyro, though, now going to go for the Butterfly. Recognizes that the Enchantress is the problem.
What do you think GH is going for this Aghanim Scepter pickup rather than maybe Yules, like we see a lot of Sand Kings go for?
Not sure. Maybe just the initiation potential.
Yeah. I mean, considering he is the vehicle for Matumba Man's Lifestealer, his initiation is so important. Not necessarily the resetting that we usually see for Sand Kings.
Shrine is under attack.
And Liquid have a 6k gold lead, but I'm loath to count Fnatic out.
Yeah,
the high ground potential on their team is still very strong. Universe could still come in clutch with a black hole. The downside of this spell, though, is like, if you misuse it at all, the game feels horrible at that point. Like, they will run you over. So he's going to be the hero to watch for this next high ground attempt.
And sweet.
Liquid approaching another push.
Is under attack.
Last time they went for this, it was a disaster.
But if they don't commit, Eternal Envy is going to be able to take just free objectives. See, he's banging on tier 1 right now. They are going to TP in. GH does have Matumba Man Lifestealer inside of him. They make that read, though. Liquid, if they're not pushing high ground, they've got to be coming back and seeing if they can get the pick off. Ice Blast does not reveal Eternal Envy, so he is safe to sit in these trees a little while longer.
Stay in the trees. GH, you notice what he's doing. He's just looking around, trying to find Envy.
I love that Envy just made that gut read, where he, he doesn't have any vision. He just knows.
He has no idea.
They're not going to sit up here forever. I can make this play again.
Completely agree. You just have to make that as a blind read. Because it's reasonable to assume that GH could just be sitting behind with Matema Man, behind the other heroes at bottom lane.
Yeah. Keep showing. Pops out. Seeing if he can finally force some actual heroes to appear in the lane. And it looks like GH may just make that commitment now. Protect his tier 1 from any further damage. After all, it's a double siege wagon push.
Yeah, E's game sense might have just saved the Rax bottom for the time being.
Yeah, the Aegis push.
Yeah, the Aegis push.
It's not going to happen anymore. So we are going to head back into the game. 3.5 minutes until the next Roshan.
Top 4 push is going to force everyone back. Mind Control just going to farm up some Ancients. Kuro, it's mid lane. I see Abed here. Low down too, but not going to do too much. And if you notice, Kuro has the Dark Troll Summoner.
Yeah.
That's going to be the counter to the BKB Black Hole.
Why does he have Scythe of Ice?
Ooh.
And barely able to get away. Kuro's trying to get it.
Just another form of lockdown, I think. He feels that the Sand King dies really easily.
All right, they finally caught Envy. He's been playing this game for a long time. He's going to be able to pop his BKB. Goes for the TP out. Ice Blast just shy of clipping him. So he will live.
No Basher. Easy escape. Does cost him a BKB charge, but well worth.
Scythe always feels good against Ursa, right? Because he pops in Rage and...
Scythe feels good against all their heroes.
That's true. Oh, aggressive jump in. They had another Infest, but Universe was able to get away thanks to a Glimmer Cape. They're still going to try and catch these heroes, though. Familiar's coming in hot. Paralyzing Cask is going to be able to slow him down. 1 drop, 2 drop. Highlight Die is going to die here. Oh, maybe more, actually. GH goes to the back line, managed to catch DJ. He's going to slow him down enough. He's not going to make it out of here either. It's going to be 2 supports down. Unless he managed to make a brilliant Blink TP play. Very nice.
He is out. Pi, though, had to die for the rest of his team. Not going to be too sad about that. Envy, 15 seconds on your BKB. You got to be a little bit careful here. Mind Control already has a completed MKB, anticipating the butterfly from the side of the gyrocopter.
What do you even do now if you're Abed?
I'm not sure. It's a really bad position to be in when you feel as though your hero gets this hard countered.
Yeah.
Maybe you get, I don't know, do you swerve and get a halberd? But then you lack damage.
Yeah, for sure. Probably just still complete the butterfly. Just hope that Envy can deal with this Enchantress. Man, it's crazy because Gyrocopter is considered one of the counters to Enchantress because of the early game, right? Yeah. You throw all this magic damage, but we're seeing how powerful this, going into the mid game, Enchantress just becomes a monster against this Gyro.
Yeah. The lion's share of this game is going to come down to what Universe and Envy do in these fights. Like, Abed will be Abed, but if Envy can get on top of this Enchantress and just blow her up, that is probably the fight won for Fnatic. Or if Universe gets off an insane black hole. I mean, it sounds really easy, but it's not. There's a lot of range heroes on the side of Liquid. Like, the more melee heroes there are, the easier it is to get off these multi-man holes, because everyone's usually grouped up together.
Ice Blast, poking at Eternal Envy. He's going to have to pop the Enrage here, maybe even the BKB, because he does not have a TP out. He actually gets back to the safety of his team.
Oh, top?
But if the team is there, that means nobody's defending this top lane.
They're going to pop the Glyph for it. They are running back to base. Abed butterflying back, but no TP on him either, and it's just going to be a free melee Rax.
That was a really big push coming in, too.
Yeah, they did not read that in time. They were focused, I think, on Envy.
Yeah.
Getting gone on at first.
That's exactly why Liquid make that play, right? It's just to poke at him, see if they can force a reaction.
I'll take your tribute.
Spirit of Cloud9 lives on. Fnatic gonna smoke up. After Abed pushes out this top lane, gonna try to make a play somewhere on the map. Anticipating Liquid to be split up right now.
So they show the Gyrocopter a little bit in the top lane. Now, he's going to show mid, and his team is going to wrap to maybe follow him through this.
Yeah, they should connect to their gyro. And they know the birds are there too.
They just might be able to catch somebody here.
They're going to find the angle.
The smoke is going to be able to pop. The eye shards, they manage to catch Kuro. This is a really big pick off of the paralyzing cast, controlling up the familiars. They are going to be able to take that. So Fnatic, big pick off that finally puts them in the driver's seat of this game. They're finally going to be the ones pushing an objective and forcing a reaction, maybe even a buyback.
They should force the buyback. This is a really nice position now by Fnatic. Great smoke. They take down the tower. They should continue to pressure this.
They're going out. Here comes a burrow strike. They're going to try and blow up. Oh, the gyrocopter damage due to force. There goes the black hole, controlling up the 2 cores, and they're going to be able to take both of them down. No buybacks on either one of them. This means it's entirely up to Kuro to fight back against Fnatic. And if Fnatic, if they know about this, if they just keep on pushing, they might just be able to, I don't know, end the game. The top lane of Rax has a tier 1 and tier 2, but so they can go mid and bottom lane, or they can go straight for
Universe. They asked so much of him. He got the perfect black hole.
All right, what's the read here from Fnatic?
And Liquid thought they were going to crush that fight. Like, we're going to go for the buyback, unexpected epicenter. They have no idea of this. We're going to blow up Abed. They move him away in time. Universe comes in over the top. This is going to be 2 sets now. And a second ago, it was a 7k gold lead for Liquid. And all of a sudden, that graph is going to look sick. Straight down we go. It hasn't even caught up yet.
No.
It's only going to be 2 sets.
Highlight Die has to stick around to finish off that range wrap.
Kai's like, come on, guys. Clean up after yourselves.
He will get a Glimmer Cape. So even Pie's getting some items for Fnatic. What a crazy turnaround.
This is Envy Games, man.
Yeah,
they're never just they're never straightforward. One thing has to happen or another in these game 3s. This guy is so good for Dota.
So he did oh wow, he got the butterfly and the Scotty. Whoa, Jesus. What a windfall there for Abed.
Yeah, and he's got a DD bottled up.
Ooh. But Liquid, they're going to go for Roshan, and that's a refresher shard. That would have been a big pickup for Fnatic.
Yeah, this is going to be taken very quickly.
I'm not sure what a refresher shard does for their team.
I guess, I don't know, does GH take it?
I have no idea.
Kuro's going to pick up the Aegis with no buyback on him, and GH does indeed take the refresher shard, but...
Okay.
Fleet feet.
Now the game is kind of evened out. Fnatic have a 3k gold lead, but their lead on this game is still tenuous. Like, Abed still gets popped.
Look at him go.
Liquid, they can't really rush this either because the black hole is coming back up for Universe. 12 seconds. There's no way they can go for that high ground in time. They need a pickoff.
Liquid are gathered around this mid area, trying to see what they can go for. Fnatic are pinging this bottom lane, saying nobody's defending it. They have to go back, guys. Just be patient inside our base. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try to outweight Liquid. See who bites first.
Liquid, they do not want to back down. They do not want to go back to their base.
Yeah, but now the bottom...
They're going to Ice Blast. They're just refusing to back up. Because they know how important it is to be able to stay on the dire side of things, but...
They're trying to choke them out right now.
A 4-man smoke up from Fnatic.
They could catch.
And they're showing Twilight Die right now in the top lane. Somebody may be lulled into a false sense of security, and that's GH. Tried to deal with the mid lane. Caught in the act.
That's going to be the gem, too.
Gem and 60 seconds on the clock for a Sand King, their primary initiator and their only vehicle for the Lifestealer.
Yeah, that's going to delay things even further for Liquid. They really didn't want to go back to their base to defend this bottom area, but now they're going to be forced into that position. And maybe if Fnatic are quick enough, they can take advantage of this. They're going to grab the shrine instead.
Unfortunately, there's still tier 1 and tier 2 up at the top lanes, so it's not like Fnatic can just barrel into the Liquid base and go for megas.
Highlight Die, dealing with the creep wave up at top. Liquid now, they've got to wait for GH. Not really willing to make a move without him.
Gold and sweet.
Pi is determined to hold on to buyback gold. We've seen a lot of teams failing to adjust to this new buyback meta, where as the net worths go up, the buybacks become considerably higher.
Dude, is it really saving?
I don't know.
It does not cost a lot for him to buy back.
Yeah, he's got 2,500 surplus. Maybe he's going for something else.
No, I think he just, like, wow, I'm highlight die. I normally don't have this amount of money.
He just likes looking at the number over and over again.
It's like, guys, I'm rich too.
He's like, this feels so good.
You fools. Compare your wealth to me. And then Envy's like, I've got 5,100, man.
All right, Blitz. We've seen a lot of game-ending Divine Rapiers. I'm just going to put that out there. Do you think that's a pickup?
Mid. GH
Jump
gets a
in.
stun. He misses.
Oh, no.
Envy
Jump
blinks
back
out.
from Envy. So fast, and now Universe tries to come in with a BKB Black Hole. Misses entirely. GH, he's going to be the target here. Bro Strike up in 1 more second. Looks to be able to get away with the homing missile. Stops him in his tracks.
And Universe wants to re-engage. All of Liquid trying to go for the full retreat.
Ice Shards block in. Not able to land it.
Envy was so fast on that blink back. It forces GH to commit.
They kill the Dark Troll Summoner. So there's nothing to be able to stop a BKB Black Hole right now.
Oh, Envy, that Force Staff. Did not want that from Pi. That's going to bring you down to half HP. But Universe is still willing to re-engage without the stun from the side of Team Liquid.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a similar situation here. They may have gotten the pick off on GH, but they can't go straight for the top lane.
Yeah, but look at mid. The creeps have taken the tier 4 tower, the first one. Now they're drawing the line. Envy might just want to backdoor this tier 1.
Just go for it.
They're going to pick
Especially
up
the Shrine as well, right? Controlling the Roshan pit. Still pretty important.
I'm so surprised that Fnatic is winning like this, especially considering that Liquid have picked up all 3 Roshans in this game so far.
Radiant's top tower is under Radiant's top tower.
All right, Pi's getting an Aghanim Scepter.
Afterburners.
Go you, Pi.
This is the most empowered Pylai die.
Yeah, live your best life, Pylai die. You have played this game very well.
Well, at the same time, Team Liquid just took a tier 4 thanks to the creeps.
Okay, both teams are... Especially Fnatic should not let that happen.
No.
Illusion.
I hope that does not hurt them somehow. Because they are well ahead in this game.
Nullfire pickup. Scythe of Ice complete and almost level 25 for the Visage. So that extra familiar could be pretty important, but the Aegis does expire now.
Yeah, that is that sound. Might prompt Fnatic to start getting even more aggressive here. Enigma's got the fully completed Octarine core and Liquid. GH has package inside of him. Trying to see what they can get out of this. It's going to take a quick breather. The creep's doing the majority of the work in the last 5 minutes.
All right, so it's all going to come down to one team, right? What is Fnatic's objective in the next team fight? What is Liquid?
Same thing for Fnatic. Try to get any sort of decent hole you can.
Okay.
Get Envy on top of that Mind Control Enchantress. Blow him up. For Liquid, it's do the opposite. Play the kite game. You absolutely, if you can, cancel Universe's Black Hole.
Do you think that's where their initiation goes? From the GH Sand King?
Yeah,
is
if
that
they can
the
blow
ideal
up
target?
If they can blow up the Enigma, like, he's only got 2,200 health and 7 armor.
Right.
He's an easy target. But they have to make sure he dies. Otherwise, you've got 2 heroes on top of him and he's got a free black hole.
Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
They are going to go for it, though. Liquid.
Yeah, Liquid, they are not going to just wait inside their base.
Look at
apparently.
Fnatic, though. They set up the ward vision on top. They realize that there's potential for this. Look at the way that they're positioned right now. Completely spread out.
So smart.
Yeah, they're making absolute sure.
BKB, are they just going to go for a solo black hole on an Enchantress? Yes, they are. The Ice Blast is coming in, but Mind Control's already dead. Now here comes the buyback. They've already blown out at least the Enigma. Eternal Envy with a BKB in range. That is wearing out real fast. He's got to get out of here. Paralyzing Cast, going to be able to control up Matumba Man. Matumba Man, what a jump in from GH with the Refresher Shard. That is a beautiful Burrow Strike that finishes up the rest of Fnatic. It's just DJ on the Lamb. Familiars are looking to be able to chase him down to make this a full 5-man wipe and put Liquid in a position to be able to force all of the buybacks.
And Fnatic, they make the jump. They think that Mind Control's the main hero there. And even though he's the damage dealer, committing hard like that, Mind Control just instantly goes to the buyback. And now Fnatic are in a position where they're probably going to have to buy back for this.
I want to see that replay again because I want to see the way that GH resets in that situation. Right? Because I'm not wrong, right? He got 2 epicenters off.
He got the double.
That second one was so beautiful.
So here we go. Mind control gets jumped on. Universe is like, I've got their damage dealer.
Yep.
They hard commit for that, and GH comes in from the back.
That epicenter, number 1, beautiful. But GH resetting is really what made that special. We do have buybacks coming out. And Liquid, well, we're not going to have a fight just yet, just because simply for the fact that Fnatic, they're still waiting on their Ursa. They don't want to use all of their buybacks.
Yeah. And because of the Octarine core, Universe almost has...
But a jump into the back line. The Gyrocopter's almost dead. A 4-staff tries to get him a little bit farther away. What a beautiful snowball. DJ protects his carry a little bit longer. Now the BKB active. Abed trying to get away. Careful of mind control, though. The infinite shots are so dangerous. Matumba Man, he's got a maledict on him. Somebody save Matumba Man. But the black hole, he actually locks down the Visage. And look at the back line. Envy, he's actually locked down the Enchantress. They've got the big damage dealer, and he's dead. Universe, he's going to die, though, for the black hole. Matumba Man, he's going to be up next. Infest is up in 2 seconds. Oh, what an epicenter, GH! He's going big! Damn the damage dealers! It's Kuro and GH together forever trying to win this game for Liquid. Universe pushed back on the side device on him, but DJ comes in, a big walrus punch up to the Visage to take him out. They have a buyback on him, and they've already bought back on Matumba Man.
So everyone buying back. Liquid want to end this game right here, right now. They know that everyone's fully committed for this. They've got the numbers advantage.
You think they can actually do it? A 4 versus 3 into Fnatic's base?
They're going to draw the line here, and they should. Matumba Man trying to deal with this bottom lane. He's got the travels. They have all in committed for this.
Matumba Man, he knows exactly what Eternal Envy's like. He's going to push out that bottom lane, make sure there are no throne race shenanigans.
Yeah, Matumba Man trying to make sure of this, and they're thinking about Roshan.
Okay.
Liquid, they know it's up.
If they go for Roshan, that means we are going to have another big fight.
Yeah. This is the big decision right now.
But they're not going for it. All right, they're going for the base.
Okay, they're not going to reset. You could have reset this game. This is either the game-winning or game-losing decision right here. And now, Matumba Man flies in. Boots have traveled in. 10 seconds for the black hole. Universe is waiting for it.
They just want to make it creeps. But now it's a 4 versus 4 with the Witch Doctor coming up. 25 seconds on this Gyrocopter.
They might just go for the tower and back out. There's still a Roshan for them to go to. Universe, he's got black hole.
Back away with black hole. Already locked down onto the Visage. Matumba Man comes in, gets locked out with the black hole as well. Snowball follow up, and the Visage Familiar is down. But here comes GH with the epicenter once again with the Ice Blast. They're going to be able to take at least 1 4-staff. Universe is able to get away. GH, DJ, oh, what a nice Ice Shards up into the high ground. That was beautiful. In a clutch scenario, every hero needs to be able to live in these fights. DJ does just that. So they trade 1 for 1 with Black Hole used, but it's enough for Fnatic to be able to buy more time.
Oh my god. Universe was about to die there. Barely gets 4-staffed out, I think, by Pylite Die. Doesn't get clipped by the AI Splash. And Liquid, no buyback on the Visage. Things look dangerous there. But Envy in a similar position. Now they're going to go for the Roshan.
They've got the Familiars out, so they still have a little bit of Kuro's spirit with them.
Yeah. GH is doing way too much in these fights.
He absolutely
these epicenters
is.
He's waiting out for such a long time on the BKBs. Fnatic hardcore commits thinking that they're going to win the fight.
He's going to get another refresher shard. That first one was a game changer. GH might just be able to do it again, and he has a Scythe of Ice to couple with it.
Yeah, but Fnatic, I can't even believe they're in this position right now. That top fight that they decided to take was a little bit too much. We counted them out before, though. This is still anybody's game as Liquid now. They're going to start the descent here at bottom. They know that all buybacks are down. But at minimum, they've got the Aegis to play with.
Aeon Disc is the next choice for Mind Control. Every single time he is being just a solo black hole threat, either him or the Visage. So if they can actually get some Aeon Disc, that would be a good way to be able to deal with that threat.
Both sides. Things are so tense right now. They're going to wait out everyone to be alive. They want to make a full 5-on-5 of this. Matumba Man has to deal with this bottom wave first.
I was going to say that Liquid, you know, they're going to push out this bottom lane, make sure they get all the lanes pushed in. But to be honest, does it really matter where this next fight occurs? Isn't it just like this one fight with all these buybacks being gone? It doesn't matter where it happens. The team that loses it is just over.
Yeah, buybacks are still on cooldown for quite some time, like 3 minutes on the side of Fnatic. And Liquid have the option to wait for their own buybacks. But I think with the Aegis and Cheese, they're going to play for the win.
Which leaves Fnatic, very simple choice. They're just going to hold inside the base and wait for that push to come.
Sand King, by the way, has the +4 epicenter pulses.
So they are going for the Andis and Mind Control. I didn't notice that Kuro already has his. So that black hole, that target needs to change. He can no longer just go for the Visage.
Both teams.
Double damage.
If you look at the buyback status, only the Sand King has it available.
Look at Fnatic all the way in the fountain because they know there's a chance that the smoke comes through in mid or top.
They are not chancing this game at all. And Liquid, they don't want to just walk up into a black hole. They've done that before. Envy now gonna test the waters.
It's gonna poke his head out a little bit, but Liquid are not gonna go for that. They're gonna go for objectives.
I don't even know if Fnatic cares about this.
Taking on the racks right now.
Universe is smoked up. He's the man to watch here.
The two initiators, Universe with his black hole and GH with potentially double epicenters as well as the Scythe of Ice.
They're just going to send Kuro with his Aeon Disc up here first.
Fnatic, they're going to be forced into a jump soon. Universe pops his BKB black hole onto the Visage with the Aeon Disc. We talked about it. It's going to be able to stay alive for a little bit longer, but he still ends up going down. GH makes his initiation. Epicenter #1 with a Brew Strike through a lot of these heroes, but Matama Man, he is able to win the man fight up against Heroes in the back lines. Abed, huge shots coming in after another. Mind Control gets a double kill. No buybacks on 3 members of Fnatic with an Aegis on the Lifestealer. He'll come back in, and Fnatic have lost this game. They've lost the series against Liquid, and they are streaming. Hyped.
They are going insane. They can't believe it themselves. They are the Visage, but the rest of the team in perfect position. GH with some of the best epicenters I've ever seen.
And remember the start. Remember we were talking about who GH level 7, 0, like his KDA was like 0 and 7 and something like that. To have that kind of start and come in the clutch when it's desperately needed.
Yeah. And when teams react like that, you know they felt they should not have won.
Absolutely.
They are, as soon as they won, they screamed.
Especially Heen, to be that animated. If you guys didn't notice in like the coach interviews video that they did earlier.
He's so calm.
Heen is very calm. He's very mild-mannered. But this man has never been in this position before. Yeah. To be in a high-profile game, actually playing like this.
That top play, though, Fnatic, they're going to look back on that and just say, why did we do that?
Yeah.
They thought, if we just kill the Enchantress, if we all-in commit for this, there's no more damage.
Yeah.
And then GH comes in with a double epicenter. That is a heartbreaking way to lose.
Fortunately, Fnatic are in this position right now because they won their series yesterday. It is a double elimination tournament, so we are not saying goodbye to Fnatic just yet. In fact, they may have another chance in Liquid in their future here at the Corsair Dreamleague Season 9. What a Game 3. I'm sure our panel enjoyed it as well.
Awesome. That was sick.
That was nuts.
Every 2 seconds, we're sitting back there with like Adam and stuff. He's God, we won. We lost. We won. We lost. We won. Those type of games are...
Yeah.
Good shit right
Thanks, guys. Where to begin with this one? Because 15 minutes into this game, Liquid was pushing high ground to Fnatic and was like, well, this Visage is doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, Kuro had an incredibly good game on the Visage. It was just, like you said, it looked like they were going to close this game out pre-20 minutes. But some resilience comes out, Fnatic. They end up getting some very clutch black holes on some good situations. But yeah, just like I think Blitz said it, a couple mistakes adding up, and Liquid was able to take that one away. And also Liquid getting every single Roshan. I think that's the big factor. That's why they were able to take all these fights. You saw every single time they kind of had to stay on a defensive stance a bit on Fnatic and wait out those Aegises in a lot of the team fights, and that's what caused them to actually lose this game.
Yeah, pitch, and then those refresher shards as well.
That was sick. Like GH, it felt flawless. Like every one of those fights is turned on GH. Like you saw, it felt like Fnatic were getting slightly impatient. It really started to just kind of drill home in the top lane with tier 1, tier 2 was on Radiant side, when you just see them jump in like, screw it, black hole, just get rid of his mind control they got, wasn't it? Yeah, and then there's just immediate turnarounds, like GH cuts the